It's time for Mountain Crest High School Sports, a presentation of 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, DD Auto and Salvage, Adams Wealth Advisors, Mountain Crest Booster Club, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, Cache Valley Daily, Young Toyota and Young Honda, Napa Auto Parts, Les Olson IT, The Logo Shop, and Planet Fitness. Now, it's time for the Mountain Crest Mustangs on 107.7 KLZX.
Hello and welcome in everybody here to Lynn R. Miller Field. Olson joined here in the sports broadcast booth with Coach John Olson, and we are getting ready for another edition of a great rivalry game that is just so... energy has not, tapered off since when I was part of it, and that was about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fantastic rivalry game between the number 1 and number 2 team in the region, the Ridgeline Riverhawks, sitting at 8-0 on the season, taking on the Mountain Crest Mustangs, 6-2 overall, 4-1 in region. We have a plethora of talking points that we can send you your way, and we're going to go ahead and start talking about them now. Coach, how you doing?
We're doing good. Yep, we're doing good. This has been quite a build-up to this game. Both teams kind of coming at it from different places, I'm going to say. Ridgeline, for example, has scored 124 points in the last 2 games. Mountain Crest, who, in 2 games that they had, one came out and completely dominated a really good Green Canyon team and then turned around and almost lost to Logan, which is the worst team. So, but, chalk that up to the fact that Mountain Crest lost their quarterback in the first part of that game, and that was demoralizing. But they've had a week to build. They've got a new quarterback, and, he looks good. He had really great preseason, has done a good job, but it's a rivalry game, so you gotta, you look at all the stats and everything, but you kind of got to throw some of those out because it is a rivalry game.
Absolutely. Anything can happen during a rivalry game, and let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Mountain Crest Mustangs to begin with. They're going to be trotting out sophomore Brady Muir, the 5'11", 162-pound quarterback, going to be standing in for the injured Braden Larson, who sustained an injury during that Logan game.
Yes.
I don't envy any sophomore quarterback that's going to be coming into a game like this. A rivalry game, but not only a rivalry game, but dare I say probably, the cream of the crop of 4A right now. It's pretty hard to argue that Ridgeline is objectively, not at the top of a lot of lists when you take a look at football around the state.
Yeah,
they're fantastic in every sense of the word, and we'll talk about their strengths, but let's keep it in terms of Mountain Crest oriented. Brady Muir, threw the ball pretty decently well in that game when he stepped in for Logan. He went 8 for 10, 80% completion percentage. He didn't throw it a ton, 120 yards. He did enough to get Mountain Crest the win against Logan.
He did, yep. And coming in, I got the opportunity to interview Coach this week, Coach Visser, talking about this game and everything. And he said the one good thing that happened in that Logan game, he said, we were really struggling to get everybody back into the game when we lost the quarterback. Luckily, our, sophomore backup quarterback was solid. He came in, he took over, he wasn't overwhelmed, and that helped kind of solidify everybody else to, squeak out the basically half-yard win is what it ended up being. So,
yeah, that game was pretty tough. Logan came probably within a few feet away from winning that football game in a game that would have absolutely turned the region into a complete mess in terms of standings.
It really would have.
But now you're faced with, the second to last week of the season. You've got Ridgeline and Mountain Crest going at it here for what is essentially going to be these final standings. Mountain Crest is going to go ahead. Their last game is tonight against Ridgeline, if I'm not mistaken. And then Ridgeline will play Westfield next week. So there's a lot riding here tonight in terms of solidifying standings. Mountain Crest, make no mistake about it. It's not going to take a genius to realize that they're going to have to probably, rely upon Preston Ehrenbell quite a bit tonight.
Yes.
He's going to be taking a lot of the workload for the Mountain Crest Mustangs.
He is, and it's really not going to be a shock for us. It's not going to be a shock for Ridgeline to come out and realize that, we've got a a sophomore quarterback coming in for Mountain Crest. who this is his first start. They know they're not going to put it on his shoulders, so of course it's got to go onto that offensive line and Aaron Bell to pick up the pace.
Well, looking at the all-time meetings between Mountain Crest and Ridgeline, Mountain Crest won the initial first inaugural game, which was in 2017.
Yes.
And it was just basically hugs and rainbows and kisses during that entire game, from what I've heard. I wasn't around.
It was not, actually, but yes, go ahead.
Ridgeline leads the series all-time 5-2 versus the Mustangs. Last year, Mountain Crest fell short of beating Ridgeline 28-34 in a game that was really, really close. In terms of this game and what the keys are going to be, you'd be amiss to think about how powerful of an offense Ridgeline is trotting out here tonight.
Yes.
You throw a stone in any direction in terms of that offense particularly, and you're going to be hit with some pretty fantastic kids, starting off with number 8 QB Nate Daly. This kid is fantastic. He's thrown for over 2,000 yards on the season, 21 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions.
Yes.
He knows how to keep
playing, and he's played since he was, I believe, a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
He started as a freshman. So, yeah, this is nothing new for him. And just being a junior, he's got another year that he's got to play, too. So
if you're the rest of the region is like, are you sure he's not 21? Like, are you sure?
Exactly.
Some rounding out statistics about Daly as well. Not only can he do it through the air, but he's also really good on the ground, too. He's averaging 12 yards a carry as a quarterback,
right?
With 5 rushing touchdowns to his name as well. Things that Mountain Crest is going to have to keep an eye on here tonight. You're looking at number 11, Graham Livingston, who, according to Max Preps, is the number 2 nationally ranked wide receiver in the nation in terms of receiving yards, with over 1,100 yards to his name right now.
Yes, and as we were talking about kind of before we went on air, whenever he touches the ball, it's 25 yards.
Yeah,
that's the average.
Math says that every time that Livingston touches a football, you're getting 25 yards a pop.
Yep, exactly.
Which is incredible.
And so that's going to be key for Mountain Crest right there. If I'm Mountain Crest, I'm going to lock him down and say, throw to somebody else. Find somebody else, because he's not touching the ball. At least you're going to try.
You can try. Absolutely. You can try. You're coming in with everybody has the best game plan of all time when you come into football games like this. It's who's going to execute that game plan.
Yes, exactly.
In terms of other names that you're going to have to keep an eye out for, Ridgeline, JT White has had a fantastic season. He's coming off a performance of 140 yards and 3 touchdowns last week versus a very good Skyview team as well.
Yeah, a very good Skyview team. And a little bit of, trivia for you.
Oh, boy.
He took over the number 4 spot for running backs at Ridgeline for season yards, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's your trivia question. Who did he replace on that list?
As the number 4 overall spot.
Yes, as the number 4 overall spot.
Lavani Demooney, I'm pretty sure.
Nope, it was not Lavani Demooney.
Okay.
It was a young, plucky running back named Cody Olson that played it.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations to JT. I feel like I need to have some sort of crown to give
right?
for my number 4 overall spot.
Number 4 overall.
Whatever.
Well, you held every record for 1 year.
Absolutely. Everybody holds the record for being the first in everything. So that's fun.
That's funny.
We are currently about 7 minutes away from kickoff. It is senior night tonight, and we've got a lot of fun stuff to be giving you here in terms of, a game. You can see on our broadcast here on Cache Valley Daily, our wonderful cheerleaders are getting ready to send the Mountain Crest boys out from underneath the bleachers. Good time as any for us to go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsors here on 107.7 KLZX and CacheValleyDaily.com. They include The Logo Shop, State Farm Agent Lana Powell, DD Auto and Salvage, and Planet Fitness. At Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the punishment. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month at Planet Fitness. Well, 6 minutes away from kickoff. You love rivalry games.
Oh,
they're the best.
I do. I love rivalry games. They're just, they don't get any better. Honestly, they don't get any better.
I dare say that this game is going to be, rivaling, as big of a game as what we have at homecoming in Logan right now, with the Aggies taking on the UNLV Runnin' Rebels.
Yes.
Lots of football happening here tonight on a Friday in Cache Valley.
I know. It's crazy. There's a lot going on, but that'll be an interesting game because when USU went to Boise last week, they left the defense. Like, they forgot to put them on the bus, and they got there, and they're like, well, we'll just play without a defense. So I love USU.
I am a diehard Aggie.
I am a diehard Aggie too, but let's be honest.
Let us be clear that Boise State could have probably put up 120 burger.
Oh, yeah.
If they wanted to.
If they wanted to, yes.
Hey, man, we're good. We're rolling. We're going to the Pac-12 soon. We're going to be great.
That's right.
I love the Aggies. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Aggies too, but you've got to make sure the defense on the bus when you leave. You just got to.
We got to shed this, and we got to shed the trauma as an Aggie fan here. Okay. This is a conversation. I'm going to get on the fan with Eric and talk about this later. Eric, if you're listening to me, I will be your voice.
Yes.
All right, but let's talk about Mountain Crest and Ridgeline. Both teams, respectively, on either side of the field. The boys for Mountain Crest underneath the bleachers. They're getting ready to shout off and head out. Ridgeline stoically standing there menacingly across the field.
Yes.
I'm excited for this one.
It's going to be really fun. It's going to be an emotional game, and that's all that matters.
Your Mountain Crest Mustangs take the field and claim half court, the midfield stripe.
Midfield stripe. Yep.
And you know what? You take a look at the paper, and as our job as analysts and broadcasters are to tell you that statistically speaking, Mountain Crest does hold a lot of advantages in a lot of ways in this ball game. They have a very fantastic offensive line. Ridgeline, excuse me.
Yes.
Ridgeline has a lot of, pen and paper tells us that Ridgeline's coming into this as a favorite. But that's what's so great about rivalry games.
It is.
You come in here and anything can happen.
Yes.
Anything can happen. And I think that plays into the favor of Mountain Crest tonight.
I think it does, yeah, definitely.
We're going to go ahead, take a step aside. We'll come back to you right after our national anthem and get you ready for kickoff time here between the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Ridgeline Riverhawks. 8th meeting all time between these two teams. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on 107.7 KLZX.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scaveland Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
Welcome back here to Hiram, Utah. That was a rockin' Star Spangled Banner that was played here, and you know him, don't you?
I do, yeah. He did an amazing job, a la Jimi Hendrix of doing the national anthem. So.
All right, give that man some credit. What's his name here?
Oh. I just lost my tongue.
Let's talk about, well, he's here on my roster, wearing number 38.
Atkinson.
There you go.
Why did I lose his name?
I don't know, because I'm
terrible with names. I got scared.
You are a literal color analyst. You cannot be. Camden Atkinson.
Camden. Oh, my gosh. Why? I know Camden very, very well. I don't know why I lost.
Here we go. Coin
Sorry,
toss
Camden.
happening out here at midfield between Ridgeline and Mountain Crest. Our white hat giving the talking to each team. We're going to be looking for a fun rivalry game out here tonight. It looks like our captains for Mountain Crest, though at least the boys that are facing behind for me tonight. Number 17, Santiago Huerta, Puma out there, along with number 54, Seth Burbank. The injured Braden Larson.
Yep.
And number 11, Zion Folger.
Zion Folger, yep. That's the captains. The captains.
The
are out
captains.
There. Yep.
All right.
So
no rotating captains?
No rotating. Well, I think they do, but those are the official captains that you're going to want out there for the
coin toss
on this game.
On senior night. Well, the coin is flipped up in the air. The teams will take a gander down at it. It looks like the White Hats turning to Ridgeline to see what they want to do. It looks like they have won the toss. Going to ask Mountain Crest. Yes.
So Mountain Crest will want it.
Mountain Crest is going to go towards the north. White Hat signals, sends the boys to either side. Ridgeline has won the toss. They've elected to receive the ball first. Mountain Crest will kick to them, so it will be the Ridgeline offense that will be heading out first.
Yes.
It's going to be a huge test immediately for the Mountain Crest defense to see what they can do out there in terms of stopping this incredible offense that's been out here for Ridgeline this year.
Yes, it's Ridgeline has been a juggernaut for a few years, and so the interesting thing is if you look at the board, both Ridgeline and Mountain Crest are really young teams. Their quarterback, Mountain Crest, before he got hurt, was just a junior. A lot of their line are just juniors. Few sophomores starting here and there, and same with Ridgeline. So this will be another beast next year between these two teams.
Absolutely. So out trots the kicking unit for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. They will kick from their own 40-yard line going northbound. That is where Ridgeline will receive it. Kicker for Mountain Crest, trotting out there. I believe that's Dylan Bust. Is that Bust?
I believe it is Bust.
No, we got a different place kicker.
Different.
Number 57, excuse me. And number 57, that's Brenton Lishman, the sophomore. Mountain Crest getting ready to kick off. We are set to go here in Hiram. Ridgeline set to receive. The receiving members for Ridgeline, number 11, Graham Livingston, paired with, I believe, number 12, Hedalius. Ball is up in the air. It's kicked away from Livingston, grabbed by Ridgeline at the 10-yard line. A sidestep to the left, trying to get around the corner, but Mountain Crest is there to seal it inwards to stop him on the far side at the 23-yard line. That is where things will start off here for the Riverhawks.
And, you know, watching film, Ridgeline really likes to start with a sweep with JT. And so it'll be interesting to see how they come out with this one.
It is Dowley and White in the backfield. In the I formation, it's a pro-style offensive look here with a stacked left side with a tight end and a wingback. Dowley will look to the near side to Livingston. He'll get the snap, handed off the middle to White, and there are flags on the field. We might get a false start penalty here to start the game off as our far side line judge comes to the white hat to confirm what he saw. And the call out on the field is an encroachment on the Mountain Crest Mustangs. So
not a great way to start for Mountain Crest defense.
A free 5 yards given to the Riverhawks here on the encroachment penalty against the Mustangs. That marches them up all the way to the 29-yard line. It will be 1st down and 5 from the left hash for the Riverhawks. Ridgeline trotting out there in their all-white tops, white bottoms with the neon, green helmets. They're different than kind of what I remember them being. Here's Dally in the pro. Sidestepping on the motion from left side to right. The handoff to White. He's going to look for a hole. Bounces to the outside. He's got a lane around to the 35, and he is off to the races. Down the near sideline to the opposing 30. Dragged around the shoulders and taken down at the 30-yard line. That is a massive run to start things off there for JT White.
That is a big run. And he just come off that outside and just not able to contain on the outside Mountain Crest, and he just went to town out there.
White, very patient, bounced it around to the near side, ran.
He did.
That's a 40-yard run to start things off here. The scoreboard here at Mountain Crest is out. We have a tiny little scoreboard giving us the time in the far side end zone. Here's Dally with trips to the left side in the gun. He'll step back to pass. The lefty will step up into the pocket, scramble out, got the corner, flings it to a man. It's caught at the 20-yard line, gets a block, and there's a flag or two on the field into the end zone. Goes number 13, Brady Cook, but this one might be coming back.
It is a block in the back down there. At least the first flag was a block in the back. I'm not sure what the second one is.
Cook took that one, and Dally, sidearm style Patrick Mahomes, off balance, got that right to him at the 15-yard line. Cook did the rest to get it in. It will be a block in the back, however, against the Riverhawks, and they will march them back from the spot of the foul back to the 23-yard line of Mountain Crest. So Mountain Crest able to dodge a bullet on that one, but you can see the explosiveness of Ridgeline already on display here.
Yes, their offense is just very explosive. It is hard to slow them down.
Well, back into the gun goes Dally, the left-handed thrower and gunslinger, with three wide receivers out to his far left. Near side is Livingston. White on the scramble. It's a backwards pass to Livingston, who throws it to the end zone. Nobody around him. That's a touchdown on the backwards lateral and the double pass. That is Hunter Knighton, the junior wide receiver, in the far side end zone. There it is, and a flag comes out for excessive celebration. What more could you ask for on a rivalry night? You're going to let your opponent know about it, and Ridgeline scores.
Yep, and I think the refs are going to try
to nip that
from the
early.
beginning to nip it in the bud, but that would be tough. It's going to be one of those games. So,
well, that is a touchdown pass for from Livingston to Knightley.
Yeah, a little trickery.
Trickery there. Here comes the PAT. The flag came out. Our white hat's coming over to the near side. No yardage has been marked off quite yet, and we're going to wait to see. It looks like it might have just been a warning or something like that in Ridgeline.
I think they gave Mountain Crest the option of on the kick or kick off, maybe.
I see. Young will punch it through the uprights for the PAT. And Ridgeline goes up 7-0 on the Mountain Crest Mustangs with 11:28 here in the first quarter. We'll keep it here. Coach, what did you see on that drive from Ridgeline?
Well, Ridgeline, really was pretty much able to do whatever they wanted to at this point. And at the very beginning, from Mountain Crest, they've got to come out and they've got to get the jitters off. But like you've seen, I mean, their RPI they're number one in the RPI. They're undefeated, and there is a reason for that. So,
well, the powerhouse and the flex of Mountain Crest's offense on display quickly. It took them very little time to get down the field, and now they will give it back to Mountain Crest's offense. Pressure put on the Mustangs here, shouldered by that sophomore backup quarterback in Brady Muir. He's going to be coming up soon.
Yes. Now we'll see from Mountain Crest, what they can do. Can they come out and drive the field?
Looks like Huerta and paired with, these numbers are so far away. I cannot. This something awful.
When they're turned just right, you just can't see them.
I believe it's Huerta and Folger that are in the back to receive the kickoff return for Mountain Crest. And it looks like the penalty yardage was assessed against Ridgeline on that excessive celebration and unsportsmanlike penalty. They'll kick off from their own 25-yard line. And Aaron Young will set boot to ball here. Squibs it right across the middle, takes a one-hop bounce, fielded at the 40-yard line, taken down the far sideline, lower in the shoulder and getting near midfield was the mid-man, number 33 for Mountain Crest. That's Zane Pickup, the senior. And pretty good field position for Mountain Crest on that on the reception.
Good start for, good place to start. And now we'll see, because we've got, Ridgeline is playing that 3-4, and they've got really big, very powerful D ends and knows that they rotate. They do a very good job.
Well, here comes two running backs offset to the left of Muir. He's going to take it on the quarterback. Keeper up the hole in a wide open space near the 40. A lot of cheers as Muir gets a push from behind. Still going forward. The rugby scrum down inside the 30-yard line. There's Mountain Crest trying to answer immediately on that run by Muir.
Another big run. Yeah, that was an amazing big run. Mountain Crest able to get a good push up front. And again, once you got past that first line, the secondary, he was right in there.
So Muir takes it on the design quarterback keeper up the middle, gets about 25 yards on that carry himself. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line of Ridgeline. What a fun. Well, we could be in for a shootout possibly here tonight. Muir with two running backs to the right side of him as well. And it looks like...
Oh, somebody's got to come out.
Micah Clemens is going to come off the field. In comes the return man pickup just before. And I have to correct myself. It looks like Muir is not out there right now. It looks like it's three running backs in the backfield.
Oh, they're running a wildcat right now.
Kind of. It's got three running backs here. It looks like Dylan Bust was the one that took that run initially, so I'd have to apologize. Here's Bust again on the right side going up the hole. He's got some space and some good blocking for a 9-yard gain.
9-yard game. Yeah, very good. And Mountain Crest has a large front line with a good push right now. So
interesting moves. You got to dive into your offensive playbook, and I do apologize. And Brady Muir thought he might have had a 25-yard carry, but I guess it's not. It's Dylan Bust that took it on back-to-back plays. Second down and 3 from about the 21-yard line of Ridgeline. Knocking on the edge of the red zone are the Mustangs.
And Ridgeline has changed their offensive front, or defensive front.
Here's Ridgeline, Mountain Crest again. Buse is going to get a seal on the right side, gets stood up just before the sticks, trying to work to that far side. He'll pick up maybe one. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 20-yard line on the design QB run. Or, you can't really call it a QB run because, Dylan's not playing quarterback.
He's not playing quarterback. He's, they're just lining up and going, so...
9:37 here in the first quarter. Ridgeline took it down the field in essentially 2 plays to take and find pay dirt. It was an 18-yard touchdown pass from Livingston, the wide receiver, to Knightley. They're up 7-0, but Mountain Crest trying to answer. 3rd down and 2 from the 20-yard line, officially in whatever you want to call it, the orange zone if we're here at Mountain Crest. Here's Bust again with 2 running backs flanking to his right in the shotgun. It's going to be another designed run up the middle, and he's going to be stood up really close near the sticks.
Yeah, really close. And this is 4-down territory. They're stopping the clock.
We might get a measurement here as Bust was very close to the line of gain for a first down. And they're going to spot the ball and give him the first down. It's a first down, Mountain Crest, inside the 18-yard line on the right side hash. It's a very simple formation. They're sending out one wide receiver away from the play. Everybody else is inside. Here comes Bust again on the design QB run. And Ridgeline's kind of gotten wise to it as he picks up a minimal gain of 2 on the lead up the left side.
And like I said, Ridgeline has changed up their defense. They went from that 3 front to a 4 front and adjusted. And Mountain Crest just not getting quite the push that they were at the beginning.
Now this is where if you're Coach Visser, you hope that you have a wrinkle off of this now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you do.
You do, yep. I'm sure you didn't want to have to show it this early, but I'm sure you've got a wrinkle on that. At least one.
Hands a little bit forced now because you're down 7 points. Here's Bust again in the shotgun, 2 running backs to his right. He'll get the snap, run, and this is not Bust. Rather, it's number 1 around the corner, up the middle, lowers his shoulder near the first down. Inside the 7-yard line goes number 1, Preston Ehrenbell. So now Ehrenbell's taking some turns, running it up the right side.
And Mountain Crest has got a plethora of running backs. I mean, a lot. Ehrenbell is definitely their biggest and fastest, but but you have Huerta, Zion, and Buse that can all run the ball from the back.
So a triage, really a workhorse team of running backs. And right now, Coach Visser's pretty okay with not even sending a quarterback out here at this point.
Yep.
He wants to run the ball. In so doing, he's essentially running off as much time as possible as well, as we are ticking down to about 8 minutes in the first quarter.
And Mountain Crest really short on time. They're going to need to take a timeout.
2 seconds left, and they're going to run out of time. It was too late, the play getting in. That's the downside of this type of play style. The running back who took the direct snap has to come over to Coach Visser on the sideline and then run back into the huddle.
Back into the huddle, yep. So, but again, I actually really like this. I mean, it's not something that I would imagine Ridgeline was expecting. And so if you're still able to move all the way down the field, take up time and score, it's good.
All right, perfect stuff. So Mountain Crest will take the timeout. This isn't exactly what they were hoping to. I would imagine that they probably want to keep Ridgeline's defense on their toes, but didn't quite get the play off in time. They take the timeout. This is maybe where you'll see Coach Visser come up with something different than a designed run to the right, run to the left. I mean, it has been elementary basic type of offense, but it's been working so far for Mountain Crest.
It has been. So far, they've been able to travel down the field, and luckily for them, because of that unsportsmanlike, they had a short field to start. So,
had a coach that said if you scored a defensive touchdown, that was the only time that you were allowed an unsportsmanlike penalty.
I remember.
I'm not going to say who that coach was.
I know which coach it was.
Here comes a designed run again. This time up the middle as Aaron Bellamy swallowed up by about 5 Riverhawks.
Oh, and that should be
there's a lot of extra
that should be
after the play.
Yep.
And
he pile drived him way after the whistle.
Dylan Buse was actually, I'm getting my 7s and 1s mixed up, but it was Buse that took it, and then we got an extra pile drive way after the whistle.
Yep.
Back at the 20-yard line. Our officials are going to gather together. I don't imagine there's a whole lot to talk about.
No.
It was pretty obvious that was after the whistle.
Yep.
And it's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That's the second one of the game against Ridgeline, and that will knock Mountain Crest half the distance to the goal inside the 5-yard line.
Yes. This has been a very great drive for Mountain Crest. Defensively, if Mountain Crest can pull out a score, defensively they've got to figure out how to stop this just potent offense.
Well, they're at least giving the defense time to think about what they've done, or what they didn't do, at least, last time around. Mountain Crest inside the 5-yard line. Wildcat with 2 running backs to the right. This is indeed Buse. He'll get the snap directly into the chest, follow the 2 running backs behind him. He'll get really close, maybe a yard or 2, but I'm telling you right now, Ridgeline has gotten wise, and there's about 9 people in the box right now.
There's 9 people in the box, and that's when you've got to pull out the wrinkle and do something a little different.
The Mountain Crest faithful on the edge of their seats, wanting for something to cheer for right now. They've liked what they've seen so far from the offense. It's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. It should be 2nd down and goal, I believe.
Yeah, it is 2nd down. It should be 2nd down, not 3rd down.
My chain gang's lying to me, I think, so I believe it's 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Slow to get in to call the play. Mountain Crest has got to be quick to the line.
Yes.
There they go.
And
8 seconds on this.
That's stressing me out, as much time as they're taking to.
4 seconds on the game, or on the play clock. Here is the roll to the right, up the side. He's going to dive near the goal line. He'll be about 1.5 yards short, and it should be 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, it should be 3rd, not 2nd. And they've got 4 on the thing, but it's 3rd.
Well, no,
it's not 4th. It should be 3rd and goal. They're saying 4th and goal, but it should be 3rd and goal because that unsportsmanlike should have been an automatic 1st down.
All right. Well, we got 16 seconds. It says 4th down, and I'm imagining we're going to have a big old discussion about the downs after this play if Mountain Crest does not score. 7 seconds on the play clock here. Mountain Crest gets the direct snap. Up the middle they go, and he's going to get stopped at the 1-yard line.
And that should be 3rd down. It should not be 4th down. That should be 3rd down, not 4th down.
Interesting. I might have lost track or something like that.
I really think Mountain Crest got gypped on a down there, because the unsportsmanlike was an automatic 1st down, I thought. But
well, we'll double check and see. But as of right now, Ridgeline makes the goal line stop. They reject the Mustangs from getting in from the 1.5-yard line, as is where Ridgeline will take over. So the initial plays, they dwindled down. You get that 25-yard run, 10-yard run, 4-yard run, 3-yard run, and Ridgeline kind of got wise to the QB and running back draws. And here comes Ridgeline's offense. Daly with White flanked to his right side, 2 wide receivers to the near side, and there's a flag by Livingston. He flinches at the line, and that's going to back him back to about the half-yard line.
Half-yard line, yeah, not much, but threw me off because it was the pink flag, but that's for the breast cancer awareness.
All right, well, that false start against Livingston pushes Ridgeline back. You got to be so careful if you're the Mustangs here, because Daly can throw it over the top, but you want to get aggressive. How great would it be to get a safety here if you're the Mustangs?
Oh yeah, that would be really great. But again, Ridgeline's very calm and collective.
No sweat. A handoff to White off the left side. He'll rumble forward with his head down. He'll get about maybe a yard or 2 back to the original line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd down and 10 with about 6 minutes left here in the first. Ridgeline leads 7-0 here on rivalry night.
Yep, and it is quite a game so far. That first drive by Ridgeline, they did not have much trouble. So
one decent run here by White. Got a little bit of breathing room. Daly again will set up in that same formation. 2 wide receivers to either side. The running back offset to his right. Take the snap, look to his left, fire it off. It's going to be in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Intended for number 13, Brady Cook, who got a little bit of a shot after the play to let him know that, hey, you dropped the ball, but I'm going to give you a little shot afterwards.
Yeah, they did. Again, it's going to be a lot of emotion out there.
Yes. Fearsome brothers here fighting against one another, Mountain Crest and Ridgeline tonight. I mean, we're all in the same boat. You just live 5 minutes away from me. That's the only difference between these two teams.
Yeah, basically. They have played each other, most of these kids, since Little League, so you're talking a long time.
3rd down and 9. Here comes trips to the right-hand side. Daly points out a blitz to the running back. Here comes some pressure from Mountain Crest in the back end, stepping up into the pocket, taking off. He's brought down near the line. Here he is.
So close.
He gets just out of the end zone, barely.
Barely out of the end zone, yeah.
That's a sack, or maybe a minimal gain by the defensive line of Mountain Crest. Number 41 in the area to put a stop. That's Kayakaha on the sack. Huge stop for Mountain Crest. Not a lot of teams this year have been able to really stop Ridgeline in any sense of the word, but Mountain Crest able to do so right here. 4th down and 9.
Yep.
And the punter has his heels right on the chalk in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
Snap above the head. He's close to that line. Rugby-style kick. Takes a bounce at the 35. It will take a friendly Ridgeline roll
get away.
to the 40, 44, and it will stop near the 45-yard line of Ridgeline. Doesn't get out of their own side of the field, but Mountain Crest gets another shot with 4:28 left in the first.
Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, Muir was down there warming up. So we may see a quarterback in this series.
And just like that, Muir is going to come out wearing the number 12, going to try and channel his inner Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whoever you want.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to throw this ball because Ridgeline has sucked up way near the front line of scrimmage the last time. The Ridgeline stuck in that 4-man front again, 2 wide receivers to either side for Muir. Same type of formation that Ridgeline was running. Muir will take a peek at either side. Slow, calm, collected. He'll get the snap. Fake it to Aaron Bell, throw it to the near side. Great toss and a backwards type of move by Mountain Crest. They're going to give him forward progression all the way up to about the 41-yard line.
So
it was
good 4 yards. Yeah.
Caught by Micah Clemens. He tried to go backwards to get some more space. You got to be careful doing that. But it's 2nd down and 6 from the near side hash.
Yep, just chipping away.
That was a very decisive throw by Muir.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the throwing motion before he looked at Clemens. He knew where he was going with that football.
Going for it, yeah.
That can be very, very helpful or very, very dangerous as the quarterback. Here they go, back again in spread. 2 wide receivers either side, left side hash at the 41. 2nd down and 6. Muir gets the snap, looks left. He's going to toss it again, and that one is way off the mark. Looking for his slot man, number 9, Kai Passy. He'll go sailing over his head, incomplete. 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Yep. Big 3rd down here. Mountain Crest does not want to come again away without points, especially having good field position. So
after the first drive, run. This has been back-to-back passes by the Mountain Crest offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and 6 from the 41-yard line of Ridgeline. And I would expect now Ridgeline has again adjusted. They've gone back to the 3-4, anticipating some more throwing by Muir. This is where I would love to see maybe a delayed draw by Aaron Bell. Motion to the far side by Mountain Crest. Muir will step back into the throw, look, some delayed pressure, a toss out, and a little bit of tangled feet there on the near sideline. It looked like Clemens was trying to get out of the grasp of number 2, Braxton Perry. And we got 2 flags out on the field. It looks like it will be a pretty easy call of defensive pass interference on the out route.
Yep. I guess you could technically call it pass interference, or you could call it holding because he went down way before the ball was released.
Yeah, Perry had a whole handful of jersey here, and they're actually going to call it defensive holding. And the difference between that is if it's a spot foul as a defensive pass interference, it will be a spot foul, meaning that they would go all the way there, but the defensive holding gives them the automatic 1st down.
Yes.
So Mountain Crest will get a new set of fresh downs working inwards. This is the 2nd time that Mountain Crest has gone pretty deep into Ridgeline territory. A story really that we've talked about all year long, Coach, has been the inability of Mountain Crest to score in the red zone. It's been a kind of a tough thing for them to do lately.
They did struggle, especially in the beginning of the season with that.
Muir will hand it off to Aaron Bell. He gets around the corner.
Ooh,
what a grab. That was a clean. It looked pretty clean on the shoulder there.
It was on the shoulder.
Looked kind of wild because the defensive end of Ridgeline, number 40, took down Aaron Bell with one hand. Crew Jones. That is a sophomore defensive end taking down Aaron Bell.
Yeah, and he does not look like a sophomore out there.
No, he does not.
Maybe a sophomore in college, that size, but not a sophomore in high school.
2nd down and 8 after the delayed handoff there by Aaron Bell coming to the near side. Left side hash, Muir. 2 wide receivers out to the far side. He's got a tight end, and now he'll send out Aaron Bell as well. Very, very wide formation to the far side. Muir will look that way. Deep drop. Throw it out to the flat. He's got a man Passy. One-man tackle. Fantastic open field tackle by the Ridgeline linebacker on Kai Passy. That'll be a loss of 2 back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, 3rd and 3. Ridgeline's defense are very stout out there. They have come on. I mean, they started strong, but have come on really, really strong through this year. It's been kind of interesting that way.
It looked like number 4 out for Ridgeline. We don't have a number 4 on our roster, unfortunately. He's going to go uncredited on that one. 3rd down and 10 from the right side hash. Splits from either wide receiver. Muir with Aaron Bell to his left. Gets the snap, looks deep, drop back way too far, gets out of the pressure, steps up, wings it across the middle, and it's in and out of the hands.
In and out of the hands.
Could have been a 1st down, but not able to hold on to it. Number 21, Thompson Philippines. And it will be 4th down and 10 for Mountain Crest. And this is the worst possible situation.
Yeah.
You're at the 31-yard line, but it's 4th down and 10. This is the worst. This is the dead point of all dead points for high school football right here.
It is, yep, because, if you go for it and get it, yay. If you don't get it, you're giving Ridgeline a short field. And the other thing, too, is if your kicker goes into the end zone, then you're only losing.
It'd be a terribly short punt and way too long of a field goal. That's the problem that you're looking at right now. So Muir is going to go back out in the shotgun, and we're going to have a false start penalty. And now I would think about punting this football.
I would think about punting it as well. And
false start by the
down.
right guard of Mountain Crest. That'll push them back another 5 yards. And I would play the possession game right now, but I don't think Coach Visser's going to listen to me, and I don't know anything about nothing. So
Nope. This is, if you're a gambler, At this point.
Which I'm not. Disclaimer to all of our listenership.
I coached like a gambler, so I like this, but it's high risk, high reward. How's that?
How about this? How about you just throw an arm punt into the end zone if you're Brady Muir? I mean, the worst thing is they take it out of the 20-yard line. The best thing is, and this is the second time in a row Mountain Crest cannot line up in time. They have to take a timeout. The second of the first quarter with 1:48 left. Ridgeline leads 7-0. Second chance for Mountain Crest coming up 4th down and 15. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you right after this, right here on 107.7 KLZX. Don't go anywhere.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Mountain Crest comes out to take the field. This timeout taken. It's the second time in a row they have not been able to get the playoff in time, and that might come back to bite the Mustangs in the first half. 4th down and 15 from the 35-yard line. 2 running backs to either side of Muir. He's going to take a deep drop back, huck it to the right side. The curl route right at the stick sails over the head of his intended man, and that will be a turnover on downs for Mountain Crest.
It will be. Very interesting. Talking RPI while they're switching things.
Oh boy, here we go.
There.
Here's my soundboard. I'm just kidding.
Even if Mountain Crest, loses this game, because of where Ridgeline is, they will go up
in the RPI.
Yeah, because of who they're playing, which is really weird to me.
Isn't the RPI? Wasn't it intended to incentivize, playing tough teams on your schedule? Isn't that the point of it? You're going to tell me after this.
Because I'm going to tell you after
Daly
this play.
with 3 wide receivers to the open side of the field. He'll fake the handoff. Quick strike across the middle. This is caught. 3 shed tackles near the half of the field, right near the 48-yard line. That was a quick toss from Daly, finding his man Hunter Knighton, who already has a touchdown score to his name earlier tonight. Ridgeline goes up to about their own 49, 1st down and 10.
So the RPI rewards you for playing teams who are going to win a lot of games through their season, but it doesn't delineate between 5A and 3A. So I'll tell you how that works after this play.
Stay tuned for more on the RPI. We need to be on NPR talking about this. Here we go. Daly again with White to his left. Trips to the far sideline near Ridgeline's bench. Daly's calm and collected. Near side motion from Knighton. Looking for it, calling for it, pressure, flushed out of the pocket near his own 35, deep scramble, throwing it up for grabs, and it's going to be well short. Intended for a deep wide receiver down on the far side for Ridgeline. That will be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
So if you're a 4A school or even a 5A school, and you're able to get, say, a really good 3A on your preseason, you're guaranteed to get help all the way through the season. It's one of the reasons Skyview is as high as they are, because they played the team
Morgan.
If you got Morgan on your list, man, you were in good shape.
Morgan's a good team, though.
It is, and they lost, but it still bumps them.
Daly with the quick handoff to White. He's drug into the backfield, down for a tackle for a loss. Flag on the far sideline. Either way, fantastic play by Tayton Page.
Yes, good stop.
And they're going to be marching Ridgeline backwards here. It will be a false start. So technically that play didn't happen, but in my heart it did.
I was going to say, in the hearts of hearts, it happened. That's where it's important.
2nd down and 15 back at the 44-yard line of Ridgeline. They've got to get to Mountain Crest 41 to get their 1st down. Under a minute left in the 1st.
And they can do that. If there's one team that, they pick up things in chunks, huge chunks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you have Livingston touch the ball, you get 25 yards. That's kind of what happened. Quick motion from right to left from the tight end and a handoff up to the middle for White. He's got a little bit of space up near the 50 and dragged down by the Mountain Crest defense. shoestring tackle there by Jake Constantino. I hope that was correct.
It didn't sound right. I'm sure it's close enough for
Constantinople on the tackle.
Constantinople.
I'm sorry, Jake. I really am.
Yeah, no, we'll get it.
Looks like there's twins on the team. Jake and Justin.
Jake and Justin, yep.
3rd down and 9. I'm an interim voice, guys. An interim voice.
No, you're permanent.
No. Here we go. Quick motion again from the left side. Daly rolling to his left. Quick find, and he's going to get blown up on the reception on the quick out play. And that is a Ridgeline Riverhawk that is slow to get up.
Yeah, he got popped pretty good.
That's Trey Henniger, I believe.
Yeah. Hope he's okay.
We're going to take a minute to take a look at Henniger out on the field. It'll be 4th down and 4 coming up after this. We'll take we'll keep it here.
Yeah. Keep it here for a bit.
So far, Mountain Crest defense has done a pretty good job bottling up Ridgeline's offense. That's the end of the quarter. This is the end of the first quarter. Ridgeline's up 7-0 in case I haven't been given the score quite enough. But, a tough, thought here maybe from Coach Cox. 4th down and 4 at Mountain Crest's 45-yard line. Are you going to go for it here? I mean.
Ooh, you know what? Boy, that's a good one. I don't know Coach Cox, as well, obviously, as I do Visser. But where you're ahead and you believe in your defense, I think you kick it. But again, you don't know. This is a rivalry game, and it can be very demoralizing if you get it. So
right now, and again, you tend to be more aggressive.
I do.
In your play calling.
Yes.
I tend to be a little bit more conservative. That's why we make such a great team.
That's true. That is
true.
Or
why we fight all the time. Either way.
If
I'm Coach Cox, I'm thinking, hey, I feel like I've bottled up Mountain Crest twice already.
Yeah.
Offensively, I feel like we've got their number pretty decently right now. If I pin them back, I can trust my defense to make up more yards right now than maybe my offense can, even though that doesn't necessarily meet the profile of what maybe Ridgeline is looking for. And we've got an extended time out on the field. We hope this Ridgeline player is okay. And I believe it was Henniger that I saw that went down.
I think so. But, we might want to.
Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back to you right after this on 107.7 KLZX, CashValleyDaily.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back here to Mountain Crest. It is Cooper Clark who is down out on the field. Has been lifted up with the help and aid of the medical staff. He looks, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I see. He was down on the floor for a while. Looks like they've easily, kind of lifted him up into the golf cart to be taken off the field. Cooper Clark, number 10, the junior wide receiver and linebacker. He caught that arrow route to get a few yards and just got blown up near the leg area.
Yeah. And I had the opportunity to coach Cooper in Little League for 3 years, I believe, 2 or 3 years. And, just an amazing athlete, that kid. He plays baseball, multi-sport player, and so I really hope he's okay. That will be a big kind of blow to Ridgeline if he is out for an extended period. So.
Well, we hope the best for Cooper as he's taken off the field. They're going to take their time to wheel him off. Our medical staff doing a fantastic job. The GOAT at Mountain Crest, Marcus Ma, on the case. If Marcus is on your case, man, you're going to be all right, hopefully.
He has carted you off a couple times of fields.
Yeah. So, there goes Cooper. We appreciate him and all that he's done for Ridgeline in the game. tonight and throughout the season. We hope for a speedy recovery for him.
Yeah.
Back into it now. Ridgeline leads 7-0 with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. That was a long first quarter, it felt like.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun football happening out here. 4th down and 5, and it looks like Cox is going to leave his offense out onto the field. Trips to the far side. Dowley with White offset to his left. Takes the snap, looks, steps up into the pocket, wings it across the middle, and it is caught short of the sticks. Mountain Crest. Completion is made, but it's going to be 2 yards too short. The defense holds strong yet again for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he was able to hold on to it, but again, we talk a lot about knowing you're down in distance. Just not able to make it. And, we talked about, do you punt it? Do you go for it? Does this give swing momentum? And so we'll see if Mountain Crest can capitalize on that. 3 times Mountain Crest has had really good field position and come away with nothing. So can they make this happen this time?
The senior defensive end was the one to make the stop for the Mustangs, Gerald Jobe, on that stop. So here comes the Mountain Crest offense looking for some points. They want to match what Ridgeline has on the board right now. Muir out in the gun again. He's going to swap his running back, offsetting to the right. Low snap, scooped up by Bust, Bust has some more room, and across the 50 he goes for a little bit of space. So that little flip-flop between Muir and Bust is getting a little bit of momentum back for Mountain Crest, but we have a flag in the backfield.
There was some extracurricular activity, but I don't know who it'll be on.
We'll see here. Our white hat says it's going to be a personal foul penalty against Ridgeline. That's Ridgeline. Their third one of the night.
Yeah. And as well as I do, it is not the first person that necessarily gets the flag.
It's the second one.
When you retaliate, that's when it happens. And so that's one thing with, in a game like this, you got to tell your kids, you want to play at a high level, but let's keep it under control.
Absolutely. Well, if I'm Coach Cox, these penalties are what's keeping Mountain Crest in the game right now.
It is.
And so you gotta have to play some disciplined football if you're Ridgeline.
Right.
So Bust back in again. He's gonna get the direct snap. He's gonna roll out. Now this is Aaron Bell. I cannot get the numbers right. Around the corner he goes to the far sideline. Has a little bit of room. Wiggles up near the first down marker. They're gonna mark him just short by a yard on the sweep by Aaron Bell. Mountain Crest is moving the ball again. This time, they've gotten away from running it up the middle. They're trying to stretch the Riverhawks out a little bit on the outside.
The Riverhawks coaches just got a flag. They had, one of the coaches came unglued. I thought he was going to pop the ref there for a second.
Good night.
They're just going to get a sideline warning. They're kind of lucky on that one. The way he charged at that ref, I thought, oh no, we're in trouble there.
Well, it's going to be a sideline warning against the Ridgeline Riverhawks. And
against the
I got to say this, and we'll go through this play. There is an art to being in the referee's ear. You just can't be too crazy. That's the thing. So here comes Mountain Crest again, heavy set to the right. It's going to be a toss from Bust, and the wide receiver had stopped on the curl at the 5-yard line. Bust was expecting the Micah Clemens to go all the way.
Yeah, to go.
And it looked like that might have been a missed opportunity by the Mustangs.
It was, yep. Well, and give it, you got to give it to Ridgeline secondary. They did have it covered, so there was anger over there. That's what you heard.
I got to keep my fingers inside the ride at all times.
Yes, you do.
That was the wrinkle in the offense.
That was the wrinkle. One of them.
One of them.
There's more.
There's got to be more. But by how displeased,
Yes.
That was an opportunity, absolutely. Third down, and you threw it on second down and 3. That's the money shot right there. Here we go. This is Bust again with 2 running backs to the left. They're going to fake it right. Now they're going to hand it off. Aaron Bell, and a Riverhawk, and it gets bent backwards. It's going to be really close to the line to gain on the draw up the middle.
And if you are Ridgeline, you're going to come into this game going, okay, we got to stop Aaron Bell. Mm-hmm. But now Mountain Crest is throwing 3 different running backs at you at a time. So, they're doing actually a really good job of stopping them. But, again, something like this, Mountain Crest really needs, they've got to get this first down.
7-0. Ridgeline leads Mountain Crest with 10:22 left here in the second quarter. 4th down and 1 from the 25-yard line of Ridgeline. This is the third time Mountain Crest has gone into Ridgeline territory. No points yet to their name. This is a huge play right here. Motion to the near side. Pass. He gets the block on the middle. This is a great run by Bust on the right side following his tackle for a first down inside the 20.
Yes, much better push on the line from Mountain Crest on that one. So, much better push.
Huge talking point here. If we were talking about scoring opportunities, Mountain Crest has had more than Ridgeline in this game. They've been inside the 20 twice. Here they are again knocking on the door.
Yep.
Gotta score, gotta be efficient in the red zone.
Yes, you've got to.
First down and 10, 4-man front by Ridgeline with 2 walk-up backers on either side. This is a lot of beef in the middle. Mountain Crest is gonna run it again. Bust gets swallowed up in the middle for a 2-yard gain. They will get inside the 20-yard line on that designed run. And it's been very, I don't want to call it vanilla, but it's been such a basic type of play. It's physical play by Mountain Crest right now.
Yeah, it's in the 1 and 2 gap pretty much every time. But knowing Visser, he's got something up his sleeve other than that pass that didn't work. But and again, you talk about the fact that they're inside the 20, they've been inside the 20, and they've struggled to score versus this Ridgeline defense.
2nd down and 9 from the 19-yard line, working inwards against Ridgeline. Yet again, the Mountain Crest Mustangs staying in this Wildcat formation. This is going to be Bust running to the right side, cutting it up the middle, and that might have been a bad decision by Aaron Bell. Golly gee, I cannot get the 1s and 7s right. That was Aaron Bell.
That was Aaron Bell. Yeah, they're really close.
He had an opportunity to kind of run up, and we have a Ridgeline player that was starting to jog off the field, and he took a dive near the 20-yard line, grabbing his abdomen region.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take a breather here and talk a little bit about what we've seen so far. This has been a really, really hard-nosed game.
Physical, yeah.
Right now, I truly believe this is the game that Mountain Crest wants to play. Outside of that one drive at the very beginning of the game, they've been playing stout defense, keeping everything bottled up pretty well, and they're chewing up clock and trying to run the ball.
Yeah, they are, and they're just lining up with three running backs and trying to go. Like you said, that last run by Aaron Bell, he cut it inside. If he'd have stayed to that outside, I think he would have had another blocker and go. But, you know how it is when you're running back, how quickly holes close up. And so
it's a lot. It's one thing to see it from 50 feet up in the air, and it's another thing when you're running down on the field and you see, I got daylight right now.
Right.
I got to take it. Like, that's kind of one of those patient things that, my running back coach would probably tell me that I never developed, but I tried.
Your patience? I don't know, but when you've got when you've got 3 great running backs, you've got to find a way here to pull it together.
I believe that was Charlie Booth that went off the sideline, gripping his abdomen. He's off, and now Mountain Crest is back with a 3rd down and 9. Muir now in at quarterback, so we got a little bit of a different look here offensively for the Mustangs. 2 wide receivers to either side, and Mountain Crest is going to be A-OK to burn some clock. This is very purposeful by the Mustangs. They want to take as much time out as possible, take the air out of the football in this one. Muir will get the snap, fake it to Aaron Bell, step back in the pocket, wing it across the middle, and that is in no man's land, almost intercepted there by Hunter Knighton. He was going to add more to his already stellar night of a touchdown pass. He could have had an interception. It goes in and out of his legs near the 10-yard line, incomplete, 4th down and 9.
Yep, and for Muir, I want to point out, when you're not playing every series, it's so hard to get into a rhythm as a quarterback.
It's true.
And especially this is your first start in varsity.
It's true.
So yeah, he missed that, but
timeout on the field by Ridgeline. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, he has not had the time necessary to get his rhythm down. So,
you're kind of playing. I mean, it's the worst thing. You come in, you're a sophomore quarterback, you're the backup, you get jitters, even if you're a starter, really, as a player for Mountain Crest. It's a huge game.
Yeah.
And you're coming in, every 5 plays, 6 plays maybe.
Yeah.
It's not that Coach Visser doesn't have confidence in Muir, because I don't think that's the case. I think the idea was, I have a strength in a plethora of running backs. You're going to be the complementary side piece here to what this offense is.
Now, and honestly, if you're coming out and you're playing any other team, I think if you're playing any other team when you come out, you're going straight with Muir and your regular offense. But I think when you're going against Ridgeline and you're coming out and you've got a new quarterback, you've got to really check it. So Mountain Crest lines up for the kick.
Here's the the field goal attempt. The snap is down, kick is up high. It's going to kiss that inside, upright on the left side. In they go, and Mountain Crest gets on the board. We've got a fun football game.
Yeah, so far it's been really fun. So
that was a 38-yard field goal. That's a pretty stellar field goal there by our kicker for Mountain Crest. I believe that was Dylan Buse that took it off. Dylan's doing the running.
Dylan is doing everything tonight.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
8:28 here in the second quarter. Dylan Buse with a 38-yard field goal. Ridgeline continues to lead 7-3 on the scoreboard here. But we got a pretty fun game here.
Yeah.
Happening in Hiram. This has felt like a really long game.
It has already, yeah. And I will point out it is 7-3 for Ridgeline, but not on the scoreboard, just in our minds, because our scoreboard is not working.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to try and give you as much of a scoreboard as I possibly can.
Yeah, keep giving you the score.
Here's our place kicker for Mountain Crest, Brenton Lishman. He's going to go ahead and boot the ball high up in the air. It will be fielded at the 5. Oh, it's dropped at the 10, scooped back up by Ridgeline. A jab here and a jab there. He gets up to the 19-yard line, and that could have been a little dangerous for Ridgeline.
Yes.
That was number 33, the return man for the Riverhawks, Jackson Lindsay, a senior running back there. So Lindsay got an opportunity to kind of touch the ball.
Right.
Mostly J.T. White that is kind of the bell cow back.
Yes.
Man, I wish we had such a plethora of running backs when I went through at Ridgeline as well.
But you got to do punt return.
JT has kind of he's been out there the whole game.
Yeah, he has.
2 wide receivers out on the far side. Ridgeline will go into a pistol type look. Motion from the wing back from left to right. Scramble, roll out to the near side. A toss, incomplete, in and out of the hands. Finding an open man, but just couldn't connect with him at the 40-yard line. That was number 40, Crew Jones. But that was a designed play.
Yes.
For Ridgeline to roll out to the weak side, to the near sideline. He had his man open.
Just overthrew him.
Just kind of couldn't connect with it.
Nope.
Jones is going to come back in after getting the play from the far sideline. Sophomore tight end had an opportunity in his hands. So far, Ridgeline hasn't really connected on a whole lot down the field outside of that one opening drive. That's been the only thing that's happened.
Yeah.
Favorably offensively. We'll see if the broadcasters' jinx will happen here. This is Ridgeline again, handing it off to White on the right side. Patient run, bounces it out to the side. On the far side, stretch play. It will be a 5-yard gain. Good chunk picked up by White as he continues to add more to his total tonight. He started out the night with a huge 40-yard run on the first touch, and then he's been held pretty quiet for the rest of the night.
He does really well with his explosive run. He's able to be patient and then explode, which, it's really
third down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. Ridgeline trying to push the ball down the field. Mountain Crest trying to get another stop. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Dally, quick look, finds his man open in the flat. It's going to be taken up the field, and it looked like it was probably something that Ridgeline had talked about, because we had a coach just losing his mind because it was open there. That was a good quick toss and catch from Dally to his intended man, Brady Cook. He got the first down, and then we'll move the ball all the way up to the 36-yard line.
We talk about that wide receiver screen being so crucial in football all the way around right now, but well played by Ridgeline on that.
That's just a way. That's Coach Cox finding a way offensively to get the ball to a playmaker in space.
Yeah.
And that's just, Ridgeline showing off some great muscles athletically right there. That's helped them win games.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got to play it so stellar if you're a defense. It's not easy. Tight formation. A lot of people on the line here for Ridgeline. It's going to be a counter play by White. Breaks out of one tackle, and a second one spins forward. Made the most out of something when he had really no ingredients to work with. It will be a 2-yard gain on the counter from right to left up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Mountain Crest did a good job of closing in on him, and he still was spinning trying to get out. But, it's such a different game because, like, when Mountain Crest played Green Canyon, really it was their quarterback was their main player. But Ridgeline has so many players. You can't just isolate one guy.
6 minutes left before halftime. Ridgeline leads by 4 in a little bit of a defensive battle, 7-3. Second down and 8 from the 38-yard line. Daly and the Ridgeline Riverhawks get the snap. He'll look to pass. Long toss to the far side. Has a man. That was on a rope of a toss. And there they are, getting a first down into Mountain Crest territory. That was pretty good coverage by the defender of Mountain Crest out there. He just didn't get his head turned around, and that was a laser beam of a pass.
It was
from Daly,
and it was across, kind of across the field, out to that outside. Really well thrown.
Great toss by Daly. Threw it across the field, like you said. To the open man on the far sideline. First down, and now Ridgeline getting a little bit of momentum. This is where you need to make a stop if you're Mountain Crest. Trips to the near side. Daly again will ride the coattails of White as he falls forward on the draw. And he'll get a pickup of a modest 3 into the teeth of the MC defense.
Yes, so a couple quick updates I've got for you. Skyview 28, Westfield 0. Cedar 33, Logan 3. That was a final, I guess. So they must have started early down there. So a couple updates there.
Second down and 7 in Mountain Crest territory. The Mountain Crest 39-yard line. Spreading out the defense again with the spread formation are the Riverhawks. All whites, green shell tops on their helmets. Motion from far side to near. This is Jones. He'll go up the middle and get a block for White. This time he has some space, cutting around inside and into the secondary. He'll be stopped just a hair short of the first down marker. He'll be about a yard short. That was a great block by Jones, who had that crack block. You can't come back into the line anymore. That used to be a big theme.
Yeah, that was
the scariest thing.
A long time with you.
Scariest thing. As a defensive end, those motions were awful. because you have to keep your head on a swivel out of nowhere. You're looking out of your ear hole because a big old tight end came across the field and just whacked you with a full head of steam. Third down and 1. Ridgeline into that tight formation again. Double tight end set with a wing back to boot. Daly takes the timeout, turns to the white hat, and they'll take their first timeout with 4:17 left before halftime. Ridgeline wanting to get a 2-possession lead. This is a golden opportunity for them to do so.
And it's a big opportunity for Mountain Crest to get a stop here, and possibly go into the half with, not behind very, very much.
This has been, I have to say, a very, very good game in the hands of Mountain Crest. I mean, again, we talked about the pen and paper stats. You've got an incredible wide receiver, a great running back. I mean, whatever, right? Everybody, there's lots of talent everywhere on the field. But you're expecting a Ridgeline team that scored 128 points in 2 games. Right now, they've only mustered 7 so far in this first half.
In the first half so far, exactly. And you've really put them off of their game. Which is exactly what you want to do from a coaching standpoint.
Huge third down here for Ridgeline. They're trying to get points. You can imagine that this is 4-down territory. Muir still on the sideline for Mountain Crest, trying to warm up and keep warm. Daly And his offense leading the charge. Double tight end set. They're going to give it off to White. No, the fake. The long lob. This is Livingston. Wide open. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Ridgeline. That was a designed play all the way. Livingston capitalizes and executes.
Yeah, he did. Yep, and he just outran both of the corner and the safety just right over the top.
Absolutely. I mean, clinical, surgical toss from Daly to Livingston. They've done it 10 times already together on the season.
Yeah.
This will be their 11th connection on the year. Mountain Crest bending, breaking at the very end there. Here is Ridgeline for the PAT. Up and through for points. 14-0 here for
14-3.
14-3 for Ridgeline. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, come back right after this on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
All right, welcome back here to Mountain Crest. This is Ridgeline that took a shot down the field. Livingston, he's got a passing touchdown, and now he's got a receiving touchdown. 14 points for the Riverhawks. Livingston in the midst of all of it. And Ridgeline will give the ball back to Mountain Crest with 4:17 left. And again, you're not panicking. I think this has been a great game by Mountain Crest so far, but boy, oh boy, would it be nice to come away with some points in the final 4 minutes here.
Right. Yep, it would be.
Here's Ridgeline set to kick it off. Aaron Young, the place kicker for the Riverhawks. Long bomb, takes a shot, and this is a great kick. This is no shot. This will go way into the back of the end zone. No chance for a return by the Mustangs. They'll take over at their own 20. And we'll see what Mountain Crest is going to cook up, who they're going to send out there right now. And it will be...
Is that Muir?
No, that looks like...
That's an 18.
That's an 18.
It's so hard to see
I know,
numbers tonight.
It's awful with my eyes.
Yep.
And I have to be honest, back in 2016, Ridgeline, brand new jerseys.
Yeah.
And we went white on white. Yeah. What were we doing?
What were you doing?
What were we doing? We were the bane of every broadcaster's existence.
I am sure. White on white.
White on white. You'd get a flag for that now, wouldn't you?
They actually have put, what you can and cannot have.
I believe this is Muir in the back. They're going to hand it off quickly to Aaron Bell, and he'll fall forward for a gain of a half yard. They're going to milk off as much time as possible. This is a tricky situation.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to give the ball back to the Riverhawks, obviously, but you want to score. You want to push the ball down the field. You'd imagine that Aaron Bell could probably get something on the ground going. That time he was stood up for a minimal gain of 1. Right. Second down and 9 from the 21, working outwards for the Mustangs.
Yes. And for Mountain Crest's offensive line, this is the biggest defensive line that they have faced so far this year in the Riverhawks. Their defensive line are just enormous.
So Muir will stay out there. They're going to go ahead and put 2 wide receivers split out to either side, an inside wing back to help out. Drop back pass. It will be a screen. Muir has nowhere to go. Smartly sends a shovel pass right to the feet.
Smacked in the backfield
of the intended man in the backfield. That was the smartest thing that I've seen a sophomore quarterback do. A lot of them would panic and try and throw this somewhere. You don't need to. Throw it into the dirt. Live to play another day.
Into the dirt. Yep. And he did. He threw it right into the feet of I don't know what they're discussing because he threw it at the feet at the running back. So
our white hat came over and we had a little bit of a conference between our zebras out there tonight.
Yep. So I know that Ridgeline wanted a grounding, but there was a guy right there. So
3rd down and 9 now with 3:19 left before halftime. Ridgeline leads 14-3 over Mountain Crest here on rivalry night, senior night as well for the Mustangs. Under center goes Muir. It's going to be a quick toss. This could be a possible double pass, and they're going to find Passy, and it's just nowhere. Clemens had little time to throw the ball, and that one sails over the head of Passy. And it's tough, not only that it falls incomplete and stops the time, but it didn't feel like, if you're going to do a double pass, throw it down the field.
Throw it down the field.
This one was only 10 yards down the
10
field.
10 yards, yeah, it wasn't there. So, yep.
So, difference in the game so far really has been the two big shot plays that Ridgeline's tried to execute, they've done.
Yes.
Mountain Crest has missed on those opportunities so far in this one.
They have, yeah.
Here's the punt unit with 4th down and 9 from their own 21. Ball back into the arms. Pressure goes up, and the punter gets the ball whacked. Flag comes out, and this will be a pretty easy call for roughing the kicker on the punt.
Yeah. Yep. Very undisciplined for Ridgeline tonight, which is uncharacteristic, I think.
There's been a few of those, and I don't feel like that one, he was really close.
Right.
And, you know, when you get to that punter, you have a chance, you're going for the ball, and this was not an instance where, you know, the penalized Riverhawk was number 5, Charlie Booth. He did not dive into the body of the punter. He was going for the leg, and, you know, because Bust had that thing out there so far, you got to be careful of it.
Yeah,
Ran right into it.
You do, yeah.
Either way, still the same. It's going to be an automatic first down.
Automatic first down, which is big for Mountain Crest, yep. Because now they're able to run the clock off, maybe even get a score here.
Possibly.
So,
that kind of bailed them out of a tricky situation. There's been a few of those tonight.
Right.
3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in the first half against Ridgeline has given Mountain Crest ample opportunities to make something happen. Now you got to make something with the ingredients that you're given and the opportunities that you've been given as well.
Yes, you do. You've got to take advantage of it. And Coach Cox is over there fuming. But, I mean, it was, like you say, it wasn't egregious, but he did run into him. And I taught every one of my punters, if it even feels like they touched you, you fall down.
Right.
That's what every coach does. So, you know, and sometimes the ref will just shake his head and say, yeah, he didn't touch you.
You make the ref make that call.
Yeah, you make the ref make that call.
Absolutely. Clemens comes in quickly into his position. Motion again from Aaron Bell. It will be a pitch pass. It'll be up in the air and no whistle. And I don't think the play was called dead, was it?
I don't know.
Everybody stopped playing.
Everybody stopped
except
playing.
The linebacker
who ran over and basically tackled Huerta out of bounds. I don't understand what happened there. I mean, it's stuff like that you've got to really be careful.
Illegal motion. I don't think that Clemens had set his feet yet trying to get in his spot. So back-to-back penalties by either team.
By both teams, yeah. Yep. But if that's the case, why are you not blowing your whistle? Like really loud.
Illegal shift a dead ball foul. That's the question.
Oh, that's a good point.
I know that a false start is.
False start is
an illegal shift.
And I don't know. They're talking about it.
I did not, this is me. I did not hear a whistle.
I didn't either.
That linebacker has full right to send Puma into the stands if everybody stops playing and the play is still live.
And the play's still live, yeah.
So illegal shift. It will be a second down. And so they didn't push him back 5 yards. So I don't know what's going on. That's okay.
I don't really know what's going on with this one either, yeah.
All right, second down and 13 for whatever reason that is. Here's Aaron Bell going back into the pistol. He'll get the handoff here from Bust. Rolls off of a defensive lineman for Ridgeline, and it might be that Mountain Crest wants to run this clock out and go into halftime down 2 possessions. Coach Cox says, no, you don't.
No,
and I'm going to take my second timeout
Yep.
and make you punt me back the ball if you're going to play conservatively.
Yep, exactly.
Now is as good a time as any as we get you your score update here in Hiram. Mountain Crest trails Ridgeline. In this one, 14-3, Ridgeline has been able to connect on 2 passing plays, one on a trick play where Livingston able to find his man Knightley for the touchdown from 18 yards out, and then a great toss from Dally to Livingston as well. Yep. A 38-yard field goal splits those 2 scores by Ridgeline for Mountain Crest by Dylan Bust. Our current score is 14-3. Our wonderful sponsors makes this possible for us to give you the game here tonight on 107.7 KLZX and 104.5 The Ranch. We got all sorts of fun games for you to listen to tonight. here on CashValleyDaily.com. We'd like to go ahead and take a shout out to Adams Wealth Advisors. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Go ahead and visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com, proud sponsors of our broadcast and supporters of both Ridgeline and Mountain Crest tonight.
Yes.
All right, here we go, back into it. Coach Cox takes the timeout, says, nah, I'm not going to let you run out the clock.
Yeah,
You're going to have to do something here. 3rd down and 13 for Mountain Crest, currently situated at their own 33-yard line. They were bailed out with a roughing the kicker penalty, but haven't been able to do much with it.
And Mountain Crest is going to take a penalty here.
And the whistle blows, and the play clock runs out for Mountain Crest out of the timeout.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't see any flag out on the field. They might be pushing the shot clock back. They did give the signal to push the shot clock. I don't see any flags out here. I think they're going to give Mountain Crest another shot here. Now you have 20 seconds. Now don't goof this one up.
Yeah.
25 seconds.
25 seconds. I understand wanting to eat the clock, but the clock stopped.
Right.
And
I just don't think that the referees pushed. I don't think they pushed the shot clock. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I keep calling it the shot clock. It's the play clock.
It's the play clock.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We're not in a gymnasium.
Back when you played, there was no clock. No, in their hand.
Let me put my dentures in. Here we go. Quick toss to the far side. Open man, and that was going to be a hook and ladder play that was too late developing for Mountain Crest. It's going to turn into a 4-yard gain. And Aaron Bell was not quick enough to get the hook and ladder opportunity on the far side on the reception by Puma Huerta. It's complete, but it will be 4th down and 9, getting up to the 37-yard line.
Mountain Crest just does not feel prepared.
They seem
some
slow.
of their plays are
They
not,
seem a little slow.
Yeah, they're sluggish and they don't quite know. And I understand you got a new quarterback, you got to put in a lot of new plays and a lot of stuff. But anyway,
1:40 remaining here before halftime. Ridgeline is going to get another opportunity to field their offense here with about 90 seconds left. A lot of motion movement from Mountain Crest. The snap gets taken and fumbled into the backfield. Buse gets on it and he gets blown up by Ridgeline. Ball out onto the turf. He had all day to punt it and just could not handle it into his hands. Buse fumbles it, picked it up once, twice. The 3rd attempt to kick it, too late, and Ridgeline will get it at the 20-yard line of Mountain Crest.
Yep, with plenty of time. And put another score on if they're able to. Mountain Crest has got to really, I don't know how to explain it.
It almost seems a little bit sleepwalky these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, it has. Yep, it has.
I mean, he had ample time. He didn't have pressure initially. I mean, he had time to punt it away. He just could not grab it. Here is Dally in the Ridgeline offense. Inside Mountain Crest territory on the fringes of the red zone. Clean pocket pressure from behind. He's got to get out of it. Spins back. Pirouetting his way towards the near side of the field. Throws it on the run. Finds his man at the 5-yard line. He's tackled out of bounds. That's Livingston. And that's a circus show.
There's another flag on the play as well.
Flag in the
I think it might be illegal man downfield.
Is that a flag or a shoe? No, it's got to be a flag.
It looks like a flag to me.
All right. Ridgeline walking backwards like it's against them, and you're right, Coach. That is an illegal man downfield.
When and I didn't see the man, but when you have your quarterback running around back there, that's what's going to happen. Your linemen tend to float downfield where they're not supposed to be.
Got to reel those big boys back in.
Yeah, you got to. And, they're trying to find somebody to block, and they just end up floating down the river, and you lose them.
First down and 10. So a fun play by Dally, intended and grabbed by Livingston, is negated. Back to the 26-yard line. They're going to go for the run by White. Good haul. He's got space out inside the 15. Tripped up and grabbed by the Mountain Crest defense, and he'll get about, 12 yards on that run.
Something, yeah.
Second down and 3. 1 minute exactly remaining here in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. Ridgeline will hustle to the line. Mountain Crest trying to get into their defensive spots. Spread out again. Dally gets his line set. It's going to call for the snap. Looks, quick step outside to the right side. Flat, tackled and thrown out of bounds. That's a good tackle, but a little bit. It could have been a little bit of a hip toss there, but no flag.
No. I don't think
it's a wrestling move if I've ever seen it.
Yeah. It's funny.
Peyton Page, the man.
In the NFL, you can't drop your hips anymore.
Can't tackle hardly anyway.
No, you can't.
It's an offensive game now. 3rd down and 1. Handoff to White. No, a keep on the near side. Around the corner goes Daly. He's grabbed and dragged down by Mountain Crest. Gonna lose a yard, actually.
Yep.
Daly couldn't get up the field quick enough.
4, 3, 2,
and the time will run out for Ridgeline. No time left. So Mountain Crest escapes with minimal damage. They're going to be down 11 points. Ridgeline leads by 2 possessions going into halftime. We've had a fun half so far. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and recap to you what we've seen, what we've noticed so far in this game. And so far, really fun.
Yeah,
it's been a fantastic,
really
fun game.
Yeah, it has been fun. We'll talk about some of the adjustments that they're going to need and some stuff at halftime.
Well, don't you go anywhere. We'll come back to you from our action on Rivalry Week here at Lynn R. Miller Field between the Mountain Crest Mustangs and the Ridgeline Riverhawks right after this quick break on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, because I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Suit up, feel good, custom.
The right look, The right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scablin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back here to Lennar Miller Field. I am Cody Olson, joined here in the booth with Coach John Olson. We are getting ready for more action between the Ridgeline Riverhawks and the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Rivalry week, senior night for the Mustangs here in Hiram. It's been an action-packed filled first half. We'd love to talk to you a little bit about what we've seen so far. We'll go ahead and recap the scoring drives from what we've seen. That first opening drive, the Ridgeline Riverhawks take it down the field in what was basically 2 plays.
Yeah.
It capped off with a actual trick play as Livingston finds Knighton for the 18-yard touchdown pass. Ridgeline goes up 7-0 with 11:28 in the first quarter. Immediately after that, it took a little while. Both teams, stopping each other defensively. Mountain Crest had multiple chances. They were only able to come away with 3 points with 3 red zone trips against Ridgeline. Those are going to be tough to overcome if you are the Mustangs. It ended with a Dylan Buse 38-yard field goal with 8:28 in the second quarter. And at that point, Mountain Crest started to get a little bit sleepwalky. Penalties happening a lot. Can't get the play in time. Fumbled snap on the punt gives Ridgeline an opportunity. And Ridgeline capitalizes on a 38-yard touchdown pass from Dally to Livingston. We currently sit with the score of Ridgeline leading 18-3 here, 14-3. I can't do math. Stop
I was
it.
like, wait,
Don't
what?
give me that. 18-3.
Are we watching the same game?
14-3 here at halftime.
Yes.
What have you seen? I guess from your perspective, Coach, Mountain Crest, let's talk about them.
So they came out with a really good, defensively, they got punched in the mouth. But from then, they kind of, really settled in and had some critical stops. They did let that one deep pass in, but, they did have a couple of good stops. Offensively, that first series, they drove all the way down and couldn't punch it in. I liked the 3 running backs pushing it. But since then, Ridgeline's really kind of stopped them. And like you said, when, the last 2 series from Mountain Crest, they just kind of looked confused. And I'm sure they've put a lot of new things in. Something I said, before we came back on the air to you, if Mountain Crest comes out here and they have Larson, he doesn't get hurt last week, this is a much different game in the fact that, Mountain Crest can play their straight up stuff,
Right.
But now they're kind of just trying to, and it's not trick plays, but just play different football than they're used to. So it'll be interesting to see how they talk it through in the locker room and come out.
Obviously a point for Mountain Crest here, like you mentioned, Coach. It seemed like they were out of character a little bit,
yes,
especially in that second quarter. All things considered, I consider being down only 11 points to a juggernaut that is Ridgeline right now a big win.
It is.
In a rivalry game here where that Ridgeline's been putting up, just astronomical numbers in terms of offense. You've held them to only 2 scores, and they both come off of really one trick play and then a long bomb that got beat. You got beat by the second best, receiver currently marked up by Max Preps. All in all, I chalk it up as a win.
Yes.
But now you have to come out if you are the Mustangs, and you have to be able to sustain a drive. You have to be able to throw something different at this Ridgeline defense, who is keying in on your runs. You have to be able to find a way to get Muir in a rhythm to get something going here. I think that's going to be a huge key. If Mountain Crest is to come back into this game, the biggest key is you have to find a rhythm for Muir.
Yes.
And get some people out in space, because right now Aaron Bell has been bottled up. Yeah. He's currently only got 20 yards rushing in this first half. Uncharacteristic. It's because Ridgeline's put 9 people in the box to stop him. Yeah. They're daring Muir to throw the ball.
Exactly.
For Ridgeline, the only thing that's really holding you back right now is, taking off the top, dumb penalties. Yeah. Just unsportsmanlike things, procedural stuff. If you can clean that up, you're going to start running away with this football game. So those are the 2 butterfly branches that you could possibly think of here on this night between 2 fantastic football teams. I'm excited for more in this second half.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. Mountain Crest will get the ball to come out in this second half, and it will be key for them to have a drive and cap off with a score. For sure.
You talked a little bit about how much you really enjoyed that wildcat formation for the Mustangs. Ridgeline's kind of keyed up on it a little bit. What type of percentage here, if you're going to break up passing to rushing the football, perfect in your mind, what type of chemistry and percentage-wise are you mixing that up? Are you going 50-50? Are you leaning one way or the other?
If I'm Mountain Crest, I come out with Muir as the quarterback and go straight up. So, and just come out, put Muir in the backfield, do some quick passes for him, get him some completions, and go.
Okay. And, Coach, we just got informed here from the booth that our officials have politely requested they're going to turn off the play clock and keep it on their stopwatch person on the field.
Really?
That's the word that I've gotten up here in the booth. So we're going to try and get you the time as much as possible, but we might be losing our only sense of time out on the field because it might be an unofficial time. It might be something that's going on. I'm not gonna find out. So our officials are going to keep official time out on the field. We're going to try the very best that we can to help you. It looks like they're going to add a little bit more time before the start of our second half. We put on some more. And we'll go ahead and take one more break, come back to you for our final thoughts in this one. We'll talk a little bit about our highlights and what we've seen, what we've really liked. This has been the Mountain Crest Ridgeline football broadcast on 107.7 KLZX. A big shout out and thank you to Young Toyota and Young Honda.
Honda.
I'm going to take your headset in just a minute. Young Toyota and Young Honda. For 100 years delivering an exceptional customer experience, think young, drive young. We'll take a break, come back in just a moment's time. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on KLZX.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage.
Time to call my State Farm agent and see if she can help me, cause I hit a car.
Hi, I'm Lana Powell, your local State Farm agent. Call 752-7639.
State Farm's got me.
We welcome you back out here to Hiram, Utah. It is senior night for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Ridgeline Riverhawks visiting the undefeated Ridgeline Riverhawks at 8-0. And
visiting Mountain Crest.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said the Riverhawks visiting the undefeated Riverhawks.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Stop gaslighting me.
I'm not gaslighting you.
This guy. You're making. Okay.
I'm not.
You're
good.
You're about to lose a play-by-play broadcaster if you keep it up.
I can't do that.
I said the Ridgeline Riverhawks visiting Mountain Crest. Do not gaslight me.
I'm not.
I have video evidence here.
You do. Yes, we'll come back. We'll go back to it. Later. It's all good. They're going to kick it off.
I'm not going to give you any spots to talk. Aaron Young set to kick off for Ridgeline from his own 40. It will be a line drive kick, take a one-hop bounce into the body of Mountain Crest. It will be fielded by Clemens on the near side corner, cuts to the middle, has space on the outside and a lane to go. Here comes a little bit of a foot race. Sidesteps one tackler and is shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. I thought initially he was going to take that avenue at the beginning. If he would have, he probably could have had a touchdown.
Yeah, yep. He got some good yardage on that. Good return. Exactly what Mountain Crest needed.
Mountain Crest gets a little bit of a spark, and they're looking for any type of spark right now to get going offensively, get something into the end zone. Here they come out at the 37-yard line on their own side of the field. They will receive and have a chance first to get going.
And it is the three running back set.
They're going to go into that three running back set again. This is going to be Bust, who will get the snap, run out to the far side. It's a lot of speed. Bust dragged down from behind.
Wow.
Couldn't get the corner. That was a speedy, fast tackle by the defensive end of Ridgeline. That's Jones back at it again, making havoc happen in the backfield of Mountain Crest.
Yeah, they've really keyed up on that that play. Whether you're going up the middle or the outside, using the speed.
So the clock is gone off here in Hiram. Our referee has come on over here, and he'll stop the game because
we have no clock whatsoever.
We have no clock. And
well, and I can understand turning off the, as you call it, shot clock.
Play clock.
Play clock.
Ooh, you're on thin ice, buddy. You're on thin ice.
I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the name. It's why. But as for needing to know the time,
the game clock is.
You need to know the time on the clock, because how do you coach a game and not know what time it is?
Our referees are trying to send the time back up into the booth right now, so maybe we got a little bit of a confusion.
Yeah.
The referees might have said, "We're done with the play clock. We want the game clock," and that would make more sense to me.
Yeah, because you have to have a game clock, because
I was a little confused when they came across and said that too. I was like, "Why would we take away the game clock?"
Right. We can do game clock, but they're going to take away, for some reason, that clock, the play clock.
Game clock.
Game clock and play clock. So, I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone tonight. I really do.
This game.
The scoreboard doesn't work.
Cheers abound as we get the game clock back on. It's already 8:30, and we're just starting the second half.
I know. And they're being told to start the
clock.
This
kid's running. Now Mountain Crest back out on the field. They had time definitely to get their stuff in. Here comes Bust on the quick toss. He finds Passy in the flat.
Oof.
Great tackle there by Ridgeline. That is Livingston. He can do it on offense and on defense.
Yeah,
tackles
just
down
knifed
Passy.
his way down there. That was some speed. That was some speed.
And our game clock went off again. It just gives us so much, special time with the listenership.
It does, and I hope they're enjoying the game.
They're not.
I hope they're enjoying the game. I'm enjoying it. This is fun.
I'm glad. Our game stopped again. We were missing the game clock. While we get that game back,
the game
clock back, we saw Bust throw a pass, and then could be a little bit of a tweak that we can have here for Mountain Crest moving forward. Ever since they've gone to that 3 running back set, they've been really plugging up the middle, trying to get that plugged up, not letting any running happen.
Yeah.
But if you can at least make them think for a millisecond that Bust can throw the ball, that could be something that you could be working on.
Yes, exactly. And so, you've got to come out, and again, you're 3rd and 10 for Mountain Crest.
Right.
You normally, if you have Larson out there and stuff, I've seen them pick up 10 yards easy. All of this, it's just they're so out of their element right now.
It's tough to overcome losing your quarterback.
It
no
really
matter
is.
From a peewee level to a professional level of football, there is a chemistry that is lost. We're going to take a break as we try and get the game clock back. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. We'll be back for more Mountain Crest Ridgeline action right here.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence, Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Mitco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Welcome back here to Hiram, and we're going to go with a clock being held on the field, just like I imagined we were going to have at the beginning.
This is awesome.
This is fantastic. This is a fun rivalry game. Here comes Mountain Crest with trips to the near side. Shotgun. This is normally Muir's opportunity to go ahead and shine. He will step back to pass. Huck a long one, and it's just nowhere to be found. Mountain Crest wants the PI, but I don't see it. I mean, the ball was just nowhere for Clemens to make a play.
It was never on
Defensive back had great coverage on there. Yeah, he didn't get his head around, but there was no opportunity to even catch the football.
Nope, there was not. So Mountain Crest going to come out and punt. Not what they needed to do to start out this first half.
I like the idea of pushing the ball down the field. It's just that they've missed that. They miss Braden Larson.
They really do.
And, you know, it shouldn't come as a shocking revelation and surprise. He's such a good football player.
He is, yep. I'm just glad. I mean, I hate that he got hurt, but he's a junior. He'll still have next year.
So no play clock, no game clock. We'll try and help you out as much as possible. Long snap for the punt. Up into the arms of Buse. He takes his time, launches it off of his right foot. Coming up to grab it is Ridgeline, and it will take a dive there. The Riverhawk punt returner, Brady Cook, will take it at the 35-yard line of Ridgeline. So we are quite literally as much in the dark when it comes to time as you can possibly be.
Yes.
We don't have a game clock. We don't have a play clock.
Play clock, no time clock, no score clock.
I mean, even Pee Wee football has at least a game clock.
Game clock, yeah.
I mean.
I know.
So we'll see what's going on here. We're going to have to put our trust in our referee crew, who's been doing a great job tonight. Two wideouts to either side of Daly with the running back offset to his left. Inside motion, it will be a quick give to White up the middle and a tackle right near the legs. Minimum gain right into the area to bring him down was Carter Egbert.
Yes, Carter Egbert does a good job from that linebacker position. Again, JT is going to give you like a lot of yards, but Mountain Crest has been able to kind of slow him down at least. He's got a lot less yards than he did in the last two games.
Now, this game that Mountain Crest is playing is a lot more reminiscent of how they played against Green Canyon. They're just missing the offensive element. The defense has shown up fantastic tonight.
Yes.
They're just waiting for the offense to kind of catch up with them. Daly, heavy set formation to either side, sends out a tight end in motion. He'll set back to pass, quick toss across the middle, and it's a broken coverage there. Caught at the 40-yard line, up to the 30. Ridgeline gets brought down on the quick attack and toss across the middle.
He just found his way back behind that secondary, and they lost track of him.
Hunter Knighton with a touchdown toss to his name, caught earlier in the first quarter.
Yep.
So Ridgeline now is starting to get some things moving offensively. Cogs are starting to turn. Things are moving for Ridgeline. Daly again in the shotgun. He'll take the snap low, give it to White, who hustles his way out to the right side, cuts up into the right hole that you're expected to, and he'll go up for a gain of 5 around the tight end, splitting behind some blockers on the right side.
It's really kind of amazing to watch JT play on that, where he's able to be so patient in the back and then get those yards forward. You can see why he's such an integral part of this Ridgeline team.
Ridgeline now knocking on the door again to score. They're situated at the 26-yard line, 2nd down and 5, working inwards. Motion from far side to near into trips. Throwback pass to the intended man. That's caught down the far sideline. Ridgeline is going to sidestep, get in bounds. And no, they're going to say that he stepped out near the 12-yard line. That was fortunate.
I think they got away with a block in the back there, too. I was really kind of a little bit surprised. Maybe he did hold up. It's so far over there, it's hard to see.
Crew Jones with the designed tight end screen away from everybody flowing to the near side, stayed patient, got the pass from Daly, went upfield, and got some yardage. Ridgeline now officially in the red zone at the 12-yard line, 1st down and 10 on the far side hash. Working from right to left on your radio dial, we've got trips to the near side. Daly patient, no real rush, hands off to White on the right side, follows his blockers around on the counter play. He'll pick up a solid gain of 6. To the 6-yard line he goes. 2nd down and 4 for Ridgeline coming up.
Yep, and in Mountain Crest defense doing bend, don't break at this point, but again, it's so tough when basically, you know, you're forced to play a lot of defense because your offense right now are 3 and out.
Got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
Well, I can also tell you pretty confidently that it feels like this whole field, no matter what side you're on, is just dead quiet.
Yeah,
I don't know what
really
is
quiet.
Nobody's cheering really. It's just very stoic here at Lynn-R Miller Field. Daly sends a running back, White in motion to the right side. He'll step back on the 7-step drop, finds his man Livingston, who goes backwards to try and break a tackle. Good quick find and the bring down by Clemens, it looks like. It will be 3rd down and 4. No gain on that play.
No gain on the play. Good job on Mountain Crest defense, able to cover up on that. And it's kind of one of those things, you got to just make sure nothing's behind you. You got to tackle when they come in underneath you.
Maybe turning off the game clock is like a sedative to all fans in the stands.
Maybe it is, yeah. It might be.
3rd down and 4. This is at the 6-yard line of Mountain Crest. Ridgeline leads 14-3 here in the 3rd quarter of who knows when. Handoff to White, cuts out to the near side, and that is an easy run in for the touchdown. Mountain Crest defense cannot hold the water any longer, and now Ridgeline goes up 3 possessions with that touchdown score.
Yep, and you know, it's been tough. Mountain Crest defense have really tried. Like I said, you end up getting really tired when you're out there that long. It's really a struggle.
And you were expecting White to get his eventually, and he finally did on that 6-yard touchdown run. The PAT kick is down and up and right through the uprights for Aaron Young. Ridgeline goes up 21-3 over the Mountain Crest Mustangs midway through the 3rd quarter. And we will continue to bring you more action here on senior night. And Coach, that is not what you drew up if you were Mountain Crest. That's not what you wanted to do.
No, that's not how you wanted to come out and start. But this second half of your Mountain Crest. But again, you know, there is a reason that Ridgeline is number 1 in 4A right now. It's not a fluke. They're very solid across the board and across everything. And again, I mean, I hate to keep reiterating this, but they're playing a very hurt Mountain Crest team that is trying to find their feet after losing an integral part of their offense. And so it really, you know, makes me pine for what could have been on a game.
There's a lot of crazy what ifs out there.
There's a lot of crazy what ifs. So, you know, what if Green Bay actually drafted Watt instead of letting him go? That could have been an amazing
kickoff
thing.
goes through the back of the end zone. You got to let it go. Let it go.
I did. I'm just saying that is a what.
There goes the kick out of the end zone for Young. He hasn't given the returners for Mountain Crest a chance all night.
No.
Outside of that one coming out of halftime, Clemens had a lane to get going.
Right.
This time they're like, okay, we're done playing that game.
Yeah, we're just going to kick
it out of the end zone.
Yep.
So Mountain Crest takes over at their own 20-yard line. Cox is expecting, you know, he's challenging Mountain Crest's offense right now. He says, I know that you're hurt.
Right.
And you need to come up with something. I've given you some hard problems. Let's see what Mountain Crest can come up with. 1st down and 10. You know, 3 running back set here. Muir actually with 2 running backs to either side. They'll hand off to Aaron Bell. Finally, with a little bit of breathing room, Aaron Bell for the first time tonight gets all the way near the sticks for for about a 10-yard gain. They're going to mark him just short. It'll be 9 yards on that rush. Bumps his carries and his yardage up a little. He's been bottled up tonight mostly by the Ridgeline defense, who's done a good job on him.
They have. It is hard to hold him down all game. He is just such a stout runner as well. It makes it a lot easier when you can load the box and you don't have to worry so much about the pass to be able to stop the run.
Right now, Mountain Crest has got to be able to find a way to get Muir into some type of rhythm, some shallow crossing routes. Ridgeline is sitting back into a zone, stacking the line a little bit more. We'll see what they can do. Quick motion, the end around, turn up. Here comes Mountain Crest, space up the middle again, up and through to the 50-yard line. Ridgeline able to gang tackle him near midfield. I saw something get thrown up in the stands. I thought it was a flag.
I thought it was too, but it was just something in the stands that got thrown up, yeah.
So that was the up and under reverse, or rather the counter play from the slot position for Philippines.
Yeah. And that is a normal play out of their normal playbook. So,
First down and 10 right at midfield, getting into Ridgeline territory. 4 down linemen for the Riverhawks. Muir in the gun with 2 running backs to either side. Spread out are his wide receivers. Taking some time, trying to, take some more air out of the football, even though we don't have a play clock out there. Handoff to Aaron Bell, jump cut to the outside, cuts off to the right of his tackle, and he finds the hole that he needs for a 6-yard gain. So
really good
here's
run.
A little bit more from Mountain Crest.
A little bit more. But what you're seeing is Mountain Crest's regular playbook now. You're just seeing their regular playbook out there. They're not trying to do anything out of the ordinary. They're just doing their playbook, and like you say, it's working. So
Muir quickly comes over to the near side, grabs the play call, hustles back into the huddle offensively. And maybe you feel a little bit better knowing that you don't have a play clock breathing down your neck.
Right.
Motion from the near side to the far side from the wideout position, swapping sides of the field is the wideout receiver. Muir, quick toss to the far side. Ridgeline able to get there in the area quickly. He'll fall and backpedal his way out of a tackle near the sticks. It'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up on the quick toss from Muir.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Good spot. It says 2nd and 1, but I have not believed any numbers I've seen tonight anywhere.
Sure. You need to do some independent research. Maybe perhaps you need. Here comes the quick handoff to Aaron Bell. Full head of steam. He gets met with a stone wall. As surprising as ever to drop Aaron Bell in his tracks. You thought for sure he was going to get the first down there.
Yeah.
Ridgeline's defensive line holds stout. It's going to be a no gain on the play.
Yeah. They Mountain Crest really needing to get that push up front. And this is in just critical 4th down because Mountain Crest has been moving the ball. They need to keep doing that.
Massive substitutions for the Mustangs. In and out comes a couple different personnel changes. It looks like they're going to go heavy on this one.
And they're down to the last 5 seconds. 5, 4,
here we go.
3.
Muir gets it off quickly, hands it off to Aaron Bell. He gets just enough space up the middle for the 40, past the 41, to the 39-yard line for a 1st down.
And that was really well played by Mountain Crest, able to line up quickly and make that 1st down.
My best guess for you in terms of time is we're waning down here in the 3rd quarter, I'd imagine.
I hope, because it's been a long night.
Ridgeline leads 21-3 over the Mustangs. Mountain Crest trying to get a score on the board outside of a field goal. Toss to the near side. Aaron Bell grabbed down and brought down around the shoulders by Hunter Knighton. And we've got a
Riverhawk that's down
on the field. Unfortunate, there's been a few injuries tonight.
There has been, yeah.
And you never want to see that from anybody. We've got a defensive lineman, it looks like, on the field.
Looks like it might be a rolled ankle or something with the knee. It's hard to tell. But, it's for those linemen, especially on a stretch play like that, you're putting so much pressure on those knees. It's just, the only design flaw really in the humans is the fact that our knees can't handle us.
And our backs.
Huge, playing big football games.
And our backs.
And our backs, yeah. Backs, too.
So each team huddles up respectively on their own sideline. Mountain Crest has been driving the field pretty methodically here. This injury will kind of stop the play out on the field, and will give Mountain Crest time to reassess, kind of think a little bit more about what they want to do. It looks like our big boy defensive lineman for Ridgeline, Cohen Richards, defensive end, is going to be helped off the field by the aid of a couple different medical staff.
And he is gingerly on that leg, so yeah, it makes you think it might be a knee on that one, but again.
Well, as they help him off, Mountain Crest will be faced with a 2nd down and 8 at the 37-yard line of Ridgeline. And if we took the opportunities by both teams, and if you were 100% in terms of execution rate, Mountain Crest could possibly be leading this football game.
They really could, yeah.
But it just has been too difficult. Ridgeline's defense has bent to the will of Mountain Crest's offense, but has not let them into the end zone. That's kind of been the call and what's been happening in this game. Muir, handoff to Huerta. Ridgeline reads it too well. 4 Riverhawks in the area to bring him down 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that stretch play and that outside zone run just not working right now for the Mustangs.
No, and you've got, as a coach watching this, you have a lot of over pursue right now. So I really like a bootleg or a reverse out there. I think you're going to catch them off guard because it's now to the point where they're stopped on the outside on their contain.
Muir with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Steps back into the pocket to toss. A shallow toss. It's in and out of the hands of Clemens. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. Tripped up at the 50. It's an interception by Ridgeline. That is Charlie Booth, the senior linebacker.
And we got flags all over the place.
Yep, and Booth took time to wave to the fans of Mountain Crest as he intercepted the play. I don't think our officials are going to allow that one.
No, they're not.
That will probably be the 5th unsportsmanlike penalty against Ridgeline tonight.
Yeah, on the Riverhawks tonight.
Oh, man, tough break for Mountain Crest. That ball just goes right into the breadbasket of Clemens, pops right out, goes right into the hands of Booth for Ridgeline, and he takes it the other way for about 15 yards. And there's that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Again. Yep. And there you would, like you said, you had
to score first. And gosh dang, did he deserve it.
He deserved it, too.
It's a 100-yard interception in the playoff.
Yeah.
He deserved to do a flip into the end zone.
Yeah. Yep, good old Peyton Thomas.
No hate. No hate here.
No. And the coach was pretending to yell at him, but actually congratulated.
Near side, toss to White. Patient. Now cuts up the middle, bounces off of a man, gets up near the 36-yard line. He's literally standing there, just waiting.
Just bouncing down the line, waiting for something to open.
Very patient.
One of the most patient players that I have.
107.7 KLZX.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back here to Hiram. The score of 21-3 in favor of the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Going into the 4th quarter, we've had it's felt like a Twilight Zone type of football game.
It really has been.
Game clock's gone out, play clock's gone out. Weird things have happened on the field, and usually that plays in favor of what we're considering the underdogs tonight. The problem is the Mountain Crest Mustangs have had ample opportunities.
Right.
In the red zone, they've gone 1 for 5 in terms of points inside Ridgeline's 30-yard line. It's been tough. It's been a tough one. Here's the handoff to White. Up the middle he goes, and he is gang tackled by a couple Mustangs after a 9-yard gain on the delayed handoff. Orange C opens up for him, and he gets some space to fall forward for a gain of 9. 3rd down and 1 up to the 32-yard line. We appreciate all of you that have joined us here tonight here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com. We'd like to go ahead and let you know that Les Olson IT is a proud sponsor of this broadcast and the Mountain Crest and Ridgeline booster clubs. Here comes Ridgeline once again to the line with a little bit of wiggle room in terms of play calling. 3rd down and 1 at the 33. They're going to go conservative back up to White, and he makes some magic happen. Bounced off of one linebacker, gets up to the 2nd, and he's tackled for a 5-yard gain. And so Ridgeline continues to featured run. He's been the most featured wide receiver tonight, and Livingston's gotten the big passing plays and highlight stuff, but Cook has done a lot of the dirty work here tonight.
Yes.
It's been very impressive to see smaller bodied wide receiver. He's able to really read the mind of Daly to get in the right position.
Yeah, he has done a good job tonight doing that.
2nd down and 1 for the Riverhawks. In shotgun. Mountain Crest does not know where they are at defensively. Wide receivers are open. Nobody knows where to go. Open man out in the flat. That's White, and he tight ropes down the far sideline after the quick pass. 1st down up to, it looks like the 11-yard line. It will be 1st down and 10. And they'll go to the 12 more officially.
Yeah, Mountain Crest, they looked very confused and lost on that play.
Things starting to fall apart here a little bit for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
The hope for a comeback kind of riding on maybe perhaps a stop or a turnover needed on this possession and sequence of events offensively on Ridgeline. Can they execute and put Mountain Crest away with this one? 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Daly will take the snap. Motion first. Hand it off on the delay to White. Cuts right, then left, and then is eaten up right at the line of scrimmage by the defensive tackle of Mountain Crest.
And again, Mountain Crest secondary in particular, the linebackers have done a good job just sliding down the line and finding White. He's one of those players you can't hold down all night, but...
And that was Egbert on the stop coming from that linebacker position, so good fit right into the running lane. There's Daly again trying to spread out the defense. Trips to the right side. He's going to pass. He's got to step on a man. In and out of the hands. Dropped.
Oh, that was really well played. I do not know how he threw that flag, honestly.
Brady Cook kind of dropped that one right there, and I got to agree with you. I didn't quite see enough for pass interference, and I even say that because Cook was open. He didn't really have anybody on him in the end zone. I mean, a man a little bit on his hip, but we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was
maybe a hold before. That could be it.
That could be it. But
I didn't see it at the point of contact of the ball.
At the point of contact, no, I did not see that at all. But
so holding gives Ridgeline
5 yards.
It should be 1st down and whatever. It's fine.
Whatever.
Quick motion from the left side to the right. Daly hands off to White. He's got a lead block, and he will fall into the end zone near the goal line. Crosses it, reaching right into the middle of the hashes. Smack dab in the middle, and Ridgeline goes up on the 2nd touchdown run by J.T. White tonight.
Yep. That's a tough one.
9:48 in the 4th quarter. By White, that will put up Ridgeline pending the PAT here. Everybody out for that PAT. Snap is down, kick is up. And that's a pure kick. I'm really impressed with Ridgeline's kicker and his ability to do what he's done so far. It is a 28-3 lead for Ridgeline. We get our way back into the 4th quarter with more action coming up in just a second. Coach, Mountain Crest had an opportunity to come out here, try and get something going, but it just seems as though that Ridgeline's getting that push that they need, and the ball is just not bounced offensively for Mountain Crest.
That pick, which, all picks go to the quarterback, but when you hit the guy in the hands, but then it bounces off and then they
Tough
intercept
break.
you, it's tough, yeah. And so that's not on Muir necessarily, but this is my first time to be able to see Ridgeline play live, I guess. I've watched a lot of film on them, but I'm just very impressed with both sides of the ball. They just have a lot of skilled big players, and you can see why they are as good as they are, for sure. But again, Mountain Crest still got the rest of the game to play, and it's all about pride now, really.
Absolutely. Here's Aaron Young now kicking off from his own 40, and this is a squib kick again, and it will roll out of bounds, and it will be a legal procedure. Young, I don't know if he meant to do that. I mean, obviously you don't want to kick it out of bounds, but
No.
I was surprised that they even went with that squib kick type of.
Well, and you are not going to see Ridgeline take the foot off the pedal. This is a rivalry game. They don't care if you're wounded, and just exactly the same way Mountain Crest would treat them if it was the other way around. They don't care. And so, yeah, they're going to come out with everything they've got, play like they were down by 1. So Mountain Crest got to play that well too.
Muir under the center. He's going to fake it, give it off to the second man on the counter play. He won't get away from the tackles of Knighton, paired with a Cooper. Well, no, excuse me. Our defensive end.
Probably new defensive end because there's one out hurt. So
yeah, no kidding. We got Knighton, excuse me, and it was paired with Crew Jones. So those two have kind of been all over tonight, both offensively and defensively. 2nd down and 10 on the new gain play on the counter underneath. They're going to let Muir throw, caught up in the pocket, escapes with his legs, looking for somebody to throw to, throws across his body into traffic, and he's lucky that it gets knocked down incomplete at the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
He was looking for his intended man, but there was 3 Riverhawks draped all over number 21, Philippines. I know that every high school could say this when it comes to splits and stuff like that, but it was not long ago that everybody went to Mountain Crest. And could you imagine the team?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
with the combination of talent that these two teams have. I mean, I know it's just so much, and it's not possible.
No.
But, Salt Lake teams can do it.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
Can you imagine the team that you'd be able to field with South End Valley talent?
Here comes 6A.
Muir again, and it's picked off at the 45-yard line behind the hands of Clemens. This is Livingston, who reverses field at the Mountain Crest 30-yard line. He's got a lane, and he's going to be able to score on the pick 6 running into the end zone. What a play.
And they have got fans in the end zone.
There was somebody that ran out into the end zone.
One of the coaching staff ran from over there.
Flag comes out, but you don't want to take away from what an incredible play that was for Livingston. Bobbled it in his own territory twice off of his right hand, collected it, cut across the face of the what essentially became the coverage unit for Mountain Crest in their offense in the pick. Yeah. And he takes it all the way onto the other side into the end zone.
Yeah, that was an amazing pick.
Awesome.
I am highly impressed with Ridgeline's play. Their discipline is a little bit, especially from their own sideline, their discipline is not great. That is like the 5th personal or unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
I mean, you got coaches running down the sideline into the end zone. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean,
that is Livingston's 3rd scoring play of the game. He has a touchdown throw. He has a receiving touchdown, and now he has a pick 6 to his name tonight.
They're playing really well.
Incredible stuff.
They are a really good team.
Here's Young for the PAT. Kick is down and up and through the uprights, and Ridgeline goes up 35-3 over Mountain Crest.
And, in a game like this, 5 unsportsmanlike penalties obviously aren't going to hurt you. But that kind of undiscipline can really hurt you in the playoffs when you're playing somebody else really big. and you don't have control of your sideline, that can really hurt you.
Is it just because you're playing a rival tonight is the question. And now I haven't watched Ridgeline when they play other people.
That's true.
But it has been, we can only say objectively from what we've seen tonight, it's been a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
A lot of unsportsmanlike penalties on Ridgeline. And again, that comes down to discipline. And you're seeing a lack of it at the moment. So, but again, amazing team. Amazing
talented team. Well, if we go by the rules of field, comes Mountain Crest across the 50 to the 49 of Ridgeline. So with 8:40 left here in the fourth quarter, we've got a Ridgeline lead of 35-3. Ridgeline's kind of broken out here in the second half, and we kind of talked about it. We talked about fixing those, as a key to the game in the second half, fixing those unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Right.
They haven't. They've just made big plays.
They've just made
that's
plays,
just what it. And maybe that's what it is. Here comes the handoff up the middle for Aaron Bell, and he'll fall on top of a Tupuola twin across the 50 to about the 47-yard line of Ridgeline for a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7. Second down and 8 for Mountain Crest, and we are ticking under 8.5 minutes here. This game pretty well wrapped up, but if you're Mountain Crest, you gotta score. I mean, this is for you now. This is for your fans. This is for you. This isn't for the game. This is for scoring purposes. Muir to Clemens, kind of hung up in the air for a long time, caught it for a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up on the quick hitch on the near sideline.
I thought he got about another yard on that, but
they caught it initially and then got pushed backwards. It kind of depends on when he established himself, forward progression,
that's true,
whatever you want to call it. 3rd down, and this is going to be 5. It is about 2 yards back from where I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5.
It is shorter
for
than
Mountain Crest. At the 44-yard line on the left hash, Muir, they're going to hand off to Aaron Bell, and he's going to get just short of the line to gain.
I think about 2
a yard and
short.
a half. Yeah.
Yep.
4th down, and Coach Visser's going to keep his offense out here, obviously, to come up with something to get it.
Yeah, try and get this first and keep the clock running and go. Because like I said, in rivalry game, you never take your foot off the pedal. So
4th down and 2 for the Mountain Crest offense, working inwards on Ridgeline at the 41-yard line. Middle blitz coming. Muir finds his man on the right side. It is caught for the 1st down.
Yep.
On the right side, and he just kind of sat in that hole.
Yep, right there in the back. They backed off a little bit on the. Oh, I lost my words. Yes, he found the hole back there.
And then that zone sat there right where the soft spot was, caught it right into his hip.
Yep.
Got just enough. 1st down and 10 up to the 36-yard line for Mountain Crest. Working inwards, 36 yards to go for Paydirt. Spread offense, 2 wide receivers to either side. Good pocket for Muir. He's going to launch one long for Clemens. Too long over the top of his head near the goal line on the near side. They just have not been able to connect on those plays.
They haven't. And again, you got to remember Muir and he's now playing with the varsity, and it takes a little bit to get that down. Takes a lot more than 1 week to get that, because it's not just being able to make the pass, but understanding your receiver and having that connection. It's a big thing.
You have passing leagues, you have off-season workout trainings,
right?
And you're trying to do this within a turnaround of a week and a half. It's tough. Delayed handoff to Aaron Bell. He's tackled around the hips.
And, much better run on that one by Aaron Bell.
Yes, brought down, I believe, by Hunter Shawley, the sophomore, I believe. It's tough to see those numbers.
It is really hard.
3rd down and 6. Just under 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We'll Remind you that during our post-game coverage, we'll go ahead and recap what we saw tonight, give our final thoughts and our player of the game to the either team tonight. Muir will send a man in motion from the near side of the far. Here comes that screen again, and it does not fool Ridgeline. Nope. Every lineman looking backwards at every defensive player, swallowing up the running back on that screen play.
Yep. That one was sniffed out pretty easy.
4th down and 7 after a loss of 2 on the completion from Muir. 5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Ball found at the 33-yard line of Ridgeline. Muir will drop back to pass, has time, throws it right into the hands of Ridgeline again, intercepted at the 25. Spinning around, going up to the 45 and brought down by the offensive line. That went just right into the breadbasket of Braxton Perry, the junior for Ridgeline. That's the second one taken back in quick succession, and it's been a tough night for Mountain Crest trying to build chemistry on the fly between backup quarterback and their receivers.
Yeah, yep. And it has been a struggle so far tonight. And again, if you're Mountain Crest, you want to try and get a stop here and try and run out the clock. And again, but if you're Ridgeline, you're going to come out and just keep pouring it on.
Ridgeline takes the jog out to the line of scrimmage, taking their time. Man comes in from the far sideline, doesn't know what the play is, but he's going to go ahead and play that wide out spot. Doesn't matter because they're going to hand off to White up the middle. Rides on the coattails of his offensive lineman, gets drugged forward by the center, up for about a 5-yard gain. That was Easton Hammond, the junior offensive lineman, 6'3", 260, kind of grabbed White.
Yeah.
Give him a little extra push and grab up there to the to midfield stripe.
And another player I had the opportunity to coach. Easton's he's a big kid, but he's also so athletic. Another kid that plays baseball or has over the years as well, a two-sport player. I'm a big believer in two-sport kids.
3-sport kids.
3-sport kids are even better.
Way better. Here's Dally again. Quick handoff to White. Dancing around in the backfield and just kind of falls forward for a gain of 1. So it looks like Ridgeline is going to kind of run the ball here a little bit, doing what they do. Game's going to tick down under 4 minutes as Ridgeline again leads 35-3 here at Mountain Crest on senior night.
Yes. And, first half was close. Mountain Crest able to keep it close, but offensively just not able to move the ball tonight.
Trips to the far side. In the gun, Dally will drop back to pass. He's going to go on the one-on-one to the near side. Great adjustment, caught at the 30-yard line. That is a man that we haven't called very often here tonight. Number 4, Jeff Woodland, who we had to write down in the roster at halftime because he wasn't found on the normal stuff.
Not found on the normal plays.
Brought up to come play some varsity or either switched a number or something, but glad that we got his name here. What is fantastic adjustment. Able to grab it, bring it down at the 30-yard line, 1st down and 10 on the near side hash. Trips now to the open field side. Dally motioning some hand gestures to the sideline, gets a play in. He's going to throw long. Mountain Crest able to get some good coverage in there. Is the receiver able to hold on to it? Yes. Crazy play, hand fight, and great strength of the hands to get out there and get it. I did not see who that was, but it was a fantastic play over the top, able to grab it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was quite a pass and catch, which we know Dally is able to do. Able to find those receivers.
Oh, man, just dropped it right into the breadbasket. 2:34 in the 4th quarter. Point after attempt coming up for Young. Kick is up and sneaks up to the left upright. Good. 42-3 for Ridgeline. We'll come back to you for the final moments of this game right after this on 107.7 KLZX and Cache Valley Daily.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Welcome back here to Hiram. We were able to confirm that was Livingston that caught that pass on the 38-yard touchdown toss. Just a rainbow toss right into the breadbasket. That is the 4th scoring play by Livingston tonight. You can tell that this kid is knows ball and plays ball very well. Here comes that reversal on the kickoff return again by Mountain Crest. They haven't been able to figure out that squib situation that Ridgeline's been giving them, but it gives them somewhat decent field advantage up to the 34-yard line. So clock is going to continue to roll. This will be the last opportunity here for Mountain Crest to get points, and I don't know if they're going to throw the ball or not, but either way, an explosion of offense here in the 4th quarter by Ridgeline. What was a 14-3 halftime score has ballooned out to a 42-3 score for Ridgeline. We're going to get a stoppage of play by the Riverhawks. They'll take a timeout with 2:02 left in the 4th quarter. Coach.
And the ref is out there, or the coach is like yelling again at the ref. He is fuming about,
he's upset about something.
Fuming about something, but I
wonder.
I don't know.
Not sure.
Not sure what he was fuming about, but he was really letting the white hat know all about it.
2:02 left in the 4th quarter. Offensive possession of Mustang pride on the line here in this one. Clock will roll. Muir will get the snap, hand it off to the middle for Aaron Bell. Makes a cut out to the left side, met by a Ridgeline linebacker. That's number 22.
I believe Ridgeline has their JV team out there.
Yeah, that's Ryder Johnson. Well, he's listed as a senior.
Oh, okay.
But
their line looks about half the size that it was a minute ago. So
90 seconds left in the game. 2nd down and 7. Again, in that same formation, 2 running backs to either side. It's the same give to Aaron Bell, who will fall forward for a 1st down gain. First down for Mountain Crest, up to their own 46. I do believe that you're right. I think that this is a different group of kids that we've seen all night long for
I believe it's their
Ridgeline.
JV. Yep, their JV team now.
Mountain Crest will get the quick snap, handoff here to Huerta on the right side, and he gets minimal gain on the right, closed up quickly on the tackle for Ridgeline. Number 58, Matt Alls, the freshman defensive lineman.
Yep, there you go.
So don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick with us for the post-game show. We'll take a quick break, give you the scoring updates, recap of the game, our player of the game as well, and we'll wrap things up nicely with a bow on a wonderful October night here on Rivalry Week. Toss to no one in particular by Muir. The receiver kept running, ball falls incomplete at the 40. The closest man in the area was that JV defensive back who had a chance to possibly scoop it up off the floor.
Yep. Close.
And that is going to run out the time in this game, the final 5 seconds in this one. And Mountain Crest is going to try and get the snap off, but they're not going to have enough time to do so. Game is over. Ridgeline wins on an explosive game by Livingston and a second half to remember, 42-3. Fun stuff here for Ridgeline. Mountain Crest trying to reel and create some chemistry in a time where they've got playoffs on the horizon. Both teams do. We'll talk to you a little bit about it after this here on 107.7 KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Keep your car running its best with help from Napa Auto Parts. Need a new battery or wiper blades? Napa features the best brands and can even help with battery or wiper blade installation right there on the spot. Locally owned from Preston to Providence. Napa Auto Parts.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
Welcome back here to the post-game show here from Mountain Crest, Lynn R. Miller Field, the wrap-up of senior night for the Mustangs and rivalry week. A close game at halftime, ballooned out for an offensive explosion for Ridgeline. They're able to outpace the Mustangs offensively in this one. They go up 42-3, the final score here. Your leaders for both teams, we'll talk about them. Let's actually talk about them now.
Okay.
Let's do that. Our players of the game for Mountain Crest. Coach, you got that one.
Yes, Bust. He was able to come out in that first, lead. There we go. Lead Mountain Crest down on that first drive and really, did a good job with that three running back setup and really run that well. So
he averaged pretty good carries out of that setup, and he was kind of the X factor that Mountain Crest wanted to come into this one.
Yeah.
Feel like he did a really good job to do that.
Scored the only points.
And he kicks the only points. That's true.
He is the do-it-all kind of guy.
He's the do-it-all type of man. As the wind now changes direction here at Mountain Crest for our player of the game tonight. He kind of did fantastic work last week. He had 238 yards receiving last week in a 4-score game against Skyview. He has a 4-score game here tonight. It is Graham Livingston who is going to come away with not only a touchdown pass, 2 receiving passes, but also a pick six tonight for the Ridgeline Riverhawks.
Can't beat that.
Cannot do that. We'll go ahead and recap what happened here tonight. Early in the first quarter, Ridgeline took the opening drive at the 11-minute and 28-second mark. It was an 18-yard touchdown pass from Livingston to Knighton to put the Ridgeline to the Riverhawks on the board up 7-0. And that's really all the points they technically needed in that one. Bust was able to cut that lead down to 4 with a field goal from 38 yards out at the 8:28 mark in the second quarter. And about that point is where Ridgeline started to get things really rolling. At the 4:17 mark in the second quarter, a 38-yard touchdown pass from Dowley to Livingston. That was his first on the night. Third quarter continues to go the way of Ridgeline. 2 back-to-back rushing touchdowns by J.T. White. And then a 55-yard touchdown interception for a touchdown by Livingston, 55 yards to do that. And then he tops it off with a cherry with a 38-yard bomb from Dowley into the corner of the end zone. That wraps it up tonight. Ridgeline takes the win and continues the all-time winning streak. They will go to 6-2 all-time versus the Mustangs in this all-time meetup between these two teams. Coach, looking forward for both teams in terms of football. Ridgeline will play Westfield next week. Mountain Crest has got to wait for the RPI.
Yeah, they've got to wait for the RPI. They do not have a game next week. And so right now they're sitting at 8, which would mean they would get a bye. But who knows with this RPI where they'll end up. So
they'll assess the crystal ball later.
Yes, exactly.
And we'll be there to help you in any sense of the word in terms of those games. On behalf of all of us here tonight at KLZX and CashValleyDaily.com, I am Cody Olson, joined here with Coach John Olson in the booth. We appreciate your time and your patience here for what was a really fun night. We'll catch you all later. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, have a good one.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing